check. Check. We're back. What up, everybody? It's Wednesday night in Chicago. You now rocking with DJ Handz Solo.
You know what we about to do, y'all?
This is Jay Norm. And this is Mike 1. Let's go.
And you say Shy City. 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 Yo, let's go. Your brother's mountain gear, and they're changing future. Won't you please come to Chicago just to see? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? Welcome to the city that made me, place I grew up in, city that's crazy where gunshots are busted, place I'm in love with, place that's corrupted, place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with, place with city lights, sun in one shines, place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime.
What up, though?
Easy, back in 69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the front line. It's the land that inspires me, land I call home, land with the basement, Dr. Wax and gramophone, with fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam, the land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady, and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago. So your brother's mountain gear, and they're changing future. Won't you please come to Chicago just to see? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? World famous for the glamour and the rundown spots, a skyline so priceless that none can top. You can hear a different story up and down some blocks, and forever hear them bitch about the Cubs and Sox. It's a place like no other, unequal to most, where the city runs deep from the streets to the coast. But things can get ugly, city streets are no joke, cause the city's held down by the people and folks. It's a place of attitude, we think and we say. From heralds to the palace, this is each and every day. The real cops went to Iras to drink the pain away, and the real hip-hop is NUR and HBK. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady, and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago. So your brother's mountain gear, and they're changing future. Won't you please come to Chicago just to see? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago?
6-7. Miss Abyss is searching.
Searching, just not for certain that he is a he or anything like a person we try to define with our human mind. Something not confined to space or time, beyond comprehension, realized upon ascension as it was a
Don't worry, we're waiting on Watch City to show up.
tension, always the center of our attention, even without intention. All paths lead to center, though not know till you're there, and may not see the same from when we peer when compared. Feared and exalted, worshipped yet assaulted, cherished and insulted, pending what name you called it. Him or her, them or we, no real experts here, but many claim to be at the core the truth the same to me. Love, growth, and morality, on our quest for immortality, we searching, 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 searching. We all seeking the same, we just call it different names. We searching, 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 searching. Seeking, we shall find. It's been there the whole time. Spirit, law, God, it doesn't care what it's called. If you know the mechanics or every step that's involved, it thrives when we appreciate appreciate, respect, and connect. Relinquish our control and without judgment accept. It doesn't care about your color, what book that you read. It doesn't care how long it takes you to find what you need. Pays no mind to your money, cars, or your homes. If you decide to have a family or you go it alone. It doesn't care how much knowledge you gain if not applied. If we don't live it, it might as well be a lie. Unverified, unable to guide or decide. Just giving our egos another place to hide so its existence isn't tried and divinity not implied. If we all walk in stride, our restraints are untied. Actions justified, desire satisfied, harmony amplified, and our light magnified. We searching, 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 searching. We all seeking the same, we just call it different names. We
Yo.
I'm like the wolf man on a rampage, breaking steam off the gym beam when I'm on stage. They let me out of cage, confine me to a sound booth. Ain't a rapper safe in the place whenever Brown loops. You got a flow, but it's repetitive. You sound looped up fly when I get open. Similar to parachutes, lacking in action, even a part of fraction.
Check, this one's great. Yo.
Whatever you ask is more than you can imagine. With the tool, I'm a craftsman. Make a crab do a backspin. Put your act in traction, detracting your faction. A kitchen fight's the closest you get to counterattacking. What's the joke, slowpoke? Cause I ain't laughing. Now how'd you like to pick up that grin with a napkin? You better start slacking that yapping, Charlie Chaplin. Unite my knuckles to your chuckle without a chaplain. It's a view through my grapefruit brews on bananas. That's apples and oranges. Turn your melon into Tropicana. I cop the hammer, slam a nail into your floorboard. So many red dots on you, you'll look like a scoreboard. Dastardly action, faced all by ravenous rats. As I shoot a porn swarm on your mom's cabinet snatch. That bastard is back, like the kids sent back to the orphanage. Shows puns over guns, consider yourself fortunate. Ornaments are made out
Dad, you sounded like Jory last week.
The audience. These phrases ablaze with amazement. Contaminate a break when I relate a tainted statement.
Salute to everybody out there rocking. Watch City is in the building with us.
In a belly, then a sunken tank ship. With mayhem, my treachery expands, turn the world into a wasteland. Unexplained pain, you be insane to withstand. Any clan that wanna try best comply with my demands. First you better be fresh, or you can exit stage left. If you can't read the signs, I'll assign a protest. To record text is so grotesque. I make elementary, it was typically complex. Picturesque, I'm like an architect at a desk with a graphite pencil and a mental concept. In effect, just because drawing energy from flaws. With this scene like Brandon Lee and Lee before the crowd applauds. I don't even need awards, I know I'm nicer than the most hype. How suckers kiss so much ass, no surprise that they're the most liked. In foresight and mic fights, better proceed with caution. I go for the juggler, cover your hand like foreskin. It's
I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone mandatory. Executive mind state, but stay war ready. Plan on dominating the world, then the crown's heavy. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone mandatory. Executive mind state, but stay war ready. Plan on dominating the world, then the crown's heavy. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone mandatory. Executive mind state, but stay war ready. Plan on dominating the world, then the crown's heavy. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone mandatory. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Change end zone mandatory. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone. I'm 3.5 on every ball carry. Moving to change the end zone mandatory. Executive mind state, but stay war ready. Plan on dominating the world, and the crown's heavy. Don't step in the bullpen with wet feet. Rappers mystery meat, child, it's time to eat. Forensics trying to reenact the crime. A heist committed after every rhyme, then it's pune like every time. Body slam a money bag on my grandma's bed. Chase a dream after I get this real shit out my head. Remember me for what I did, then what I said. No watch on wrist, but know what time it is. Corner hustler and designer. Sometimes I recline on the recliner and reflect like an old timer. It's the moment y'all been dying for. Sharpen your swords, prepare for war. Window shop at a morgue.
Shawty wanna ride with me cause I'm from the crib. Yeah, kid, Chicago is where I live. And famo show respect cause I'm from the land. Yeah, fam, Chicago, you understand? Shawty wanna ride with me cause I'm from the crib. Yeah, kid, Chicago is where I live. And famo show respect cause I'm from the land. Yeah, fam, Chicago, you understand? I'm from the east side, don't confuse it with out south. Trees got pounds loud, fuck what you talking about. When I was a kid, I wanted to be the man, wanted to have clout. Now I just wanna be a better man for my child. It rhyme better than saying children. I rhyme better, I'm from the buildings. Welcome to my house. Hard-headed nigga, hated authority figure. Squeeze triggers, blow trees, liquor, my style. Vintage, Hennessy, get replenished. Niggas is finished at the start of my beginning. I'm from the era where we say snitches get stitches. Nowadays, niggas is raps like Master Splinter. I wish you would, I get in you like a splinter. Eyes open, look out for 12 like the symbol. Remember that business for going hard, fam. I was born in the jungle like Tarzan. Shawty wanna ride with me cause I'm from the crib.
My check,
Chicago is where I live. And famo show respect cause I'm from the land.
West Coast
Chicago
DNA. I'm a wordsmith, connected
music.
like cursive to my verses.
You got
Carry
rockin'
just the
with
hearses,
DJ
been into
Handz
the
Solo.
service. Did it with a purpose.
This is Red
Trying to
Club
preserve
Radio
this
on the
soldier slowly
fundamentals.
burning in every basement furnace.
Watch City
I wanna
is
reach
in the
furthest
building.
planet in the galaxy, past the ozone, calling home, defy gravity. I'm a star in my own mind, don't need a cosign. Rep from Amsterdam to
Becky?
the
What up,
California
Rick?
coastline.
Glory,
Say
Jerry.
I'm washed up, show me
Tanya,
hanging on the
Pat.
clothesline. They can suck my dick when I
Sean,
see them, it's
Swift.
showtime. Believe me, won't be the first one to leave. I'm from a different league, gifted breed, you won't live to see. I don't need a proof of point, just put weed in the joint. Relax my mind, pass the time, be free of the noise. Apocalypse and feed and mood, don't call me machete. I'm forever ready, deli, I dare you to tempt me.
It like pieces of puzzle, complicated. Fit it like pieces of puzzle, complicated. Fit it like pieces of puzzle, complicated. Then I make another one.
Yo, I stay speaking fluent. Your name's what I ruin. Leave your brain leaking fluid. No pain, I'm not human. You must be confusing me with someone who's abusing the movement, but you're losing. Don't know what the fuck you doing. Pussies like you, I despise with a passion. Better recognize, realize this ain't acting. Massive amounts of talent, bashing. You can't quit. Write rhymes like this every chance my hand gets. I wake up with a motive just to rip a hater. My freestyles rhyme better than you did on paper. If you haven't got it yet, you'll probably get it later. I'm a Raider and Laker, you're a traitor and faker. Been waiting for this moment to handle mine. Forever 51, you want a piece, stand in line. They always say don't bite the hand that feeds you. If Rakim said you dope, I wouldn't believe you.
Apologies, I ain't a cultural anomaly. I never thought it can currently, don't think I'm a prodigy. Oddly, my body brings baggage to my status. My melanin encrusted skeletons and apparatus. They used to dig on the doctrine, they pushed by the big doctor. They propped the king up for his pawns and we kept nodding on some we shall overcome. And the people will grow as one, let's be reasonable, son. That credence is pretty dumb. We clung to Lady Liberty's skirt and put all the work in. She hung us from the top of the shirt and it's closed curtains. Some moves are inexcusable, notably when the moving crew never quite owned up to burning our house down. We piped down these Mario tunnels and funnel facts up. Valid ones, foxes, peacocks, you need to back up and stand up for no anthem. They can fight me, they don't like it. Call me Kaepernick Fury. Take a shit while they recite it, then they can tell me if their country loves me. Or is it that she loves? Ha ha, your heart says she loves. Although my head says she loves me not. Oh no, your soul says she. But yo, I know that she loves me not. What I got is a national broken home with an abusive Uncle Sam who can't stand what I am. Now it's Pat mad at the world, that's between the world and me. But if life's giving referrals, we should get one for free. You see, they treat us like freaks and then flee with our own genius. If it weren't for us, they'd probably be speaking that old English. Thus spoke when they stirred up the hopes of the schmo Jesus. Like Mary Carey to term a fetus with no penis. You believe this? I don't think so. I do think that them gringos got very genocidal plans for me and my man. We embrace it. They place bracelets tight around our hands and say assume a cute angle stance. Heading down our pants like we're all at a ball and all the hogs wanna dance. So one or two moves they know is the murderina, and so I know we're stuck in this arena with dictators and divas who swear that they all bear with our relief facial features, and we're just leechers who used to pick the cotton for the t-shirts. It's quay where you can play with a few centuries of free work. Had us reaping from the well or rotten black through to the room. How do they slip into their sleep at night? Is there room in the room with all the buttons and the bars and snuffle up and justice? Don't trust will ever discuss the real function of the injustice. As tough they are instructed to hush at the very subject that abnormally formal and realistically rustic.
Solidarity.
Lady bus to the tech. The nation is priority.
Yeah. Fist up in solidarity. Go. All they know is back flipping off the porch to the mattress, back pedal to the reason we be
It's
over
Red Club Radio.
Pop the hydrant cause the
You
city's
rockin'
hot
with
as
DJ
England.
Handz Solo
Shit is heated, looking
on
like
the
I wish you
fundamentals.
would. Mrs. Valentine hustling guns and
Network
lazy cups.
is
Brothers
paid.
on Elizabeth
We
hustling off the
appreciate
Louis
everybody
Puffs. Find
tuning
a
in,
barbecue
checking
to
us
get
out.
into and get a place in up. Granny still get mad at leftovers, that's what's up. We make shit happen when it never ever happens for us. Now we keep our seat when we just tired sitting on the bus. My brother Emmett got feelings and lost his life for it. Now I wipe the contrast beauty and won't forget it. Lucy look at me like Martin Luther King in this. Peaches say he more like Malcolm when son is pissed. Representing every struggle and the coming for me. Everything that's in it and with it. Pump your fists in solidarity.
Let me say my part. To the front line with rhyme. Without a doubt.
So what you say?
Let me say my part. If you can't walk the walk, don't talk the talk.
Isaac. Check out the El Dorado Project on Facebook.
I found myself on the outside, looking in, baby. Listen to me, but listen, listen to me, but listen to me, but listen, listen to me, but listen, listen to me, but listen, listen to me. But listen, but listen, but listen, but listen, but listen, listen to me, but listen, but listen.
Listen, young man, I got something to tell ya, and it might sound a little familiar. This is what a little birdie told me. Stay woke when you're dead, you can sleep. Everybody try and plot and scheme. To get rich is the American dream. So you do what you must to make it how you make it. One bad choice can leave you dead or in the state pen. No time for hesitating, the ones who waited never made it, only the greatest. Moved on to the next level. To make it this far, you had to be special. You let fake friends trick you, then the feds get you. Now everybody talk about how they love and miss you, but when they really had you, they ain't even want you. But when you're gone, everybody sing your song. Now sing along. This is real rap music, everybody know it. Yeah, they know it, and you ain't gotta like it, you gon' love it. Just open your ears and just listen. Just listen. Rap music, everybody know it. Yeah, they know it, and you ain't gotta like it.
Turn off the radio, turn off the TV, turn on your inner glow. They've been deceiving media, school system, and the industry. Government's got a plot to put the end to me. Using my science, my alchemy against me. Psycho-suggesting through a mission of these frequencies and this imagery, enforcing negativity. Destroy physically from food and drugs chemically. Chemtrails for real, no conspiracy. Music ain't the same, got Satan and a symphony. Controlling the game, evoking the pain. Provoking conscious niggas to loking and losing their brain. Motherfuckers selling their soul for material gain. And snort a line from a cellophane bag to ease the pain. Bring out your mighty, these days are super strange. For the children of the future, but they killing everything. No remorse, we travel the darkest course. No torch, no guiding light, we ride tonight, it's on. I'm sitting in the dark reading grimoires. 72 demons from the lesser key. A Solomon summon up, then set free. Torment the people through the usage of that energy. Word, sound, power, creation, vibrations, affect all things. Cause and connect all things. Laws to respect and heed. Tones to make you grow, proceed. Word, sound, power, creation, vibrations, higher states of being. Awaken and arise, get keen. Tune up, harmonize indeed. Tones that can set y'all free.
Back there, man, in Chicago in the Midwest, boy, it gets cold. I'm talking about cold. I mean, it get cold when you go outside, the wind be waiting on your ass around the corner like this. waiting for you to come outside. Here you come. And that's it, boy. I came from California. I hadn't been home about 5 years. I went back home and I had something like this, you know, and it was cold. That wind waited for me to get into the street. It didn't even do nothing while I was walking through the hall. As soon as I got outside, it was a get your shit. Put that shit up around your head.
It's been a cold ass winter, y'all.
Shadow Master MC 606. It's a cold ass winter, y'all.
Last, born and raised. Whatever the phrase, my points are built to last, born and raised. Whatever the phrase, my points are made. Built to last, born and raised. Whatever the phrase, my points are made. I blow spots like hand grenades, like you parade around lost in this masquerade. Built to last, born and raised. Whatever the phrase, my points are made. I blow spots like hand grenades, like you parade around lost in this masquerade. You're parallel to a deadly disease. Your brain get taxed and your soul's a feed. Trap crap makes my fucking eardrums bleed. Real hip hop, 180 degrees. I'm going postal every time I deliver. Every line got a temper with the mind to dismember any and every contender pretending they top choice. Cookie cake dunking high niggas is moist. My mission is protect the artistry in this form. To inspire, bring desire, thinking outside the norm. If niggas don't wanna learn, feel the wrath of the storm. Today gon' be the day you wish you never was born, motherfuckers. Cab intact, mind sublime. I react, contact, snap, break your spine. Keep that bullshit, only take what's mine. Every line, every rhyme says a test of time. Niggas are lose and fake like cartoons, buffoons and straight jokes like national lampoons. A season change couldn't come too soon. Fake dudes make fake moves, clear the room. Beast mode, Chicago Rilla. As I reside with jacks with cap pillars. Pretty streets for keeps, got straight killers. Zombies run the night like I seen from Thriller. Gotta do more to survive right here. Leader of the pack, I slide back to the rear. While you spitting hard garbage deep inside the ear, I'm making it clear that bullshit is over, nigga. Yo, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, nigga.
It's DJ Handz Solo in the mix. It's Red Cup Radio. The Fundamentals Networking.
What's up in the motherfucker and let him shoot me. I don't give a fuck. They take me out singing that motherfucker. Yeah. We next.
What? MCs ain't safe this year. Catch them cowering in basements, draped in fear. I'm coming full force, swinging like an ape. It's clear that you ain't got what it takes to make it here. Baseball bat to your face, bitch. I am Negan. Barb while you swing it till I leave you where you stand leaking. It's every man for himself in this land of Lincoln. Sometimes you can't trust your fan, man. Let that sink in. This life gave me PTSD, son. I wake up in cold sweats and remember who I be. These are those who ain't make it. I'm sure we'll be meeting soon when my soul leaves this earth in search of the upper room. Cats be talking shit, yo, it's true, but you shut the fuck up when we come around you. It's them eyes, baby. Nothing but goons in the room. Fuck around and turn this venue that you at into a tomb. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. I don't even drink no more, just weed and shrooms. And you motherfuckers still ain't safe. I bring the doom, yo. I'm doping in some heroin. Cooked up on a spoon right before you put it inside your arms to consume. The reason why you can't sleep comfortably. One eye open, knowing breathing is a luxury. It ain't safe no more. If you wanna fuck with me, the 1911 putting holes through your dungaree. Keep the metal on my side like a hip replacement. Cause they tripping in my city, watch them hit the pavement. And I don't really give a fuck about the shit you singing. Cause y'all some bitches, if you step, we gon' be Chick-fil-A-ing. And I don't think you fully understand the situation. My team is patiently waiting for you to show your faces. It's dangerous if you merging in this lane with us. Fuck you up life like smoking too much angel dust. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. But you can't front, motherfucker. It's the hottest shit. It's on now. 20-point session in the car now. State to state traveling. The whip looking fogged out. Do a show in your hometown to roll out. Sleeping in a shitty motel on a fold out. Grimy. Just not strong enough to describe me. Raised by the streets while y'all was raised by mommy. Who got beef? Bitch, go get your blankie for a knock teeth. You phony motherfuckers on the mic need to stop, G. We aiming for the top and do not sleep. We giving everything we got while you rock weak. People steady looking shocked when we drop heat. It's 7 eyes, motherfucker. What did y'all think?
Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. Yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. Yeah, I pour, yeah, I pour, yeah, I pour, yeah, yeah, I pour liquid on the swords. My Grammy family at the Academy Awards. Stunting like a big dog, do it for the haters. Money on my mind, got a pocket full of papers. Holler at the waitress, still going hard. Open up a tab, leave a debit on the bar. Credit on the card, cash in my hand. Comcast pussy got booty on demand. Talking about getting Xfinity dollars. MILFs on deck, busting down plenty of mamas. Super bad, hot chicks and fly females. In the club, we getting higher than chemtrails. Fucking up the weather out with some levers. Down coast stuff with endangered feathers. I'm in the game, you know how the fame could get. Trying to push
shout out to 4 Eyes.
I'm about to have a nigga moment, my dudes go wild out. I'm a hooligan, slap one of you loud mouths.
Number 2.
It's the rap stink meaner, the game bullshit. Dudes bringing the ether. Leader Derek Jeter, keep a heater for a heathen. Me getting beat is like open eye sneeze. New remixes and cheap videos. Y'all suck like freaks giving me tone. Ask me why I slice lame throats and drink blood. Ask me why I murk MCs and kill thugs. Treat my shit like ice cream. Need a new Cheech and Chong, bitch. Have a nice dream. There's a great reason lame shouldn't be breathing. Fags don't grab the mic if you ain't decent. Kill yourself twice if you think you hot, bitch. My eyes look like I eat food with chopsticks.
DJ Handz Solo, you were just in the mix. This is Red Cup Radio on the Fundamentals networking page. Handz Solo, man, it's nice to see you, brother.
I know we missed you at the madness last week, Jay.
Hey, man, I got a 2-year-old and shit happens.
And you know it's in Red Cup traditions. Hey, man, he's in the 40 club.
I am 40. The second half of my life has officially started.
No. You still got 10 for that.
I don't know. I'm looking for 80, so I'm knocking on wood. If I hit 80, I'm cool. I was a crazy kid, man. Crazy. Hey, I'll take it. If you told me guaranteed 80 today, I'd take it. You know? But anyway, the music we play in the beginning is to us what we consider legendary Chicago music.
Mike 1, you know, welcome to Chicago. Searching, Miss Abyss, Since 7. Brown Baby, E. Brown. I want it. Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. Hold on. Let me look in here right quick because I had it. It's called Hip Hop Song from DMC, who will be on I think at the end of the month, maybe. Wordsmith, Apocalypse, Pat Battle, Love Me Not, Al Tamper, Solidarity, Freddie Black, Listen to Me, Skid Rock, Word Sound, Shadow Master, This Winter, Dream Tech, The Final Word, and number 2, feature 4 Eyes, Nigga Moments.
And isn't it a great thing when you can say all those names and it's all local fucking great music, man? There's not one song that wasn't fucking great right there.
We got great artists here right now.
We got Watch City in the building, who's put Elgin on the motherfucking map, and they here, man. So we gonna.
And I got Kaz holding me down on one of these other sets over here in the background, cutting over these instrumentals.
This is the first time I've seen a DJ come in here, and you can tell he's just fucking magnetized to it. He was like, "Yo, man, give me a record, let me scratch, let me in on this session."
So provided by DNA Beats.
Man.
So I'm gonna let you start this interview, and I'm gonna go upstairs and download Watch City's music for it.
Sounds wonderful. Well, like I said, we got Watch City in the building. You guys got your mics over there? There should just, yeah, the on button.
Check. We got mics.
There we go. There we go.
Where should we be at? Should we be kicking it wherever?
Yeah, I mean, you could be wherever.
Yeah.
Like I said, for those don't know, we got Watch City in the building. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. They are all from Elgin?
We are, well, Kaz is originally from what, Cal City, right? Yeah. And the rest of us are all from Elgin, Illinois.
I was born in Chicago, raised in Elgin.
Okay, all right. So before I speak too soon.
There you go. I just wanted to get that straight so people know when we're touching on the basis of Elgin and where you guys come from. To me, you've really put it on the map in so many ways. So we will get into that. But right now, just introduce yourselves. Tell them what you got to do with Watch City. And then we'll go into talking about your music, who you are, where you're from, and what you plan on doing.
For sure. My name is Moore, Moore. So you can find me at morewatchcity.com. I'm an MC in the group. I produce, play the drums. Sometimes that crosses over into Watch City. Not always, but a lot of times just on the production end or for off shows, things like that. And then I typically act sort of as, I guess, the booking agent for the group too for most of the shows. And I guess that's my role in the group in a nutshell.
Cool.
I go by Sleepless, Young Sleepless. You can find me at IG at Sleepless847. I am one of the MCs of Watch City.
Short but sweet. We'll get back to you.
Yes, yes. That's it.
What up, y'all? My name is Angress. I'm a rapping ass nigga sometimes. I rap in the group a lot. I write
every Tuesday. Flowing.
I make a weekly video series on my Facebook and Instagram titled Throw a Flow Tuesdays. I produce under the name Nephilim Beats. I do as much as I can because I like this. So yeah.
Dope.
I'm Dave Stone. I am a rapper and a producer for Watch City. I'm on Instagram at DaveAinteatin, DaveAinteatin, and I guess that's pretty much it.
Dope.
No, I'm not eating. Sir.
Name's Kaz, Watch City. Produce, DJ, whatever we need to do to get the job done.
Shout out. Now I've worked with you guys quite a few times.
Instagram.
I've had you at Sub T. I've seen you in shows. I've seen you perform. You guys are entertainers. Everything that I've seen you do in the underground, from my perspective, as far as coming out, rapping, putting on a show, having merch, you've always went about it in the right way. So much so that I'm from Des Plaines originally, so I'm familiar with Elgin. But so much so where you put Elgin on in the Chicago underground. which is a pretty impressive thing to me because back in my day when we were growing up, anybody who said they were from the burbs in the city, you were catching flack. Period. Always.
So, first of all, definitely appreciate it. Secondly, I do want to give Rec Center their dues because I know there was definitely a period that Rec Center was putting on for Elgin and doing it well. So I just don't want to necessarily falsely claim that we're the first and only to do it. We are definitely the ones who have done it in the
and
in our
that's the thing.
generation.
And I'm speaking in nowadays terms and what I've even know from coming up because I was around for Rec Center then, but I wasn't as attached to the internet, and there wasn't that
There really
much
wasn't
of
the internet like
you know
that
what
either,
I'm
right?
saying?
So,
it was
yeah.
through word, and to tell you the truth, when I was that age, I didn't give a fuck about nobody because I wasn't a rapper. I was just out there enjoying it. So for me, it was different. But with you guys, I understand coming because I'm from the suburbs originally myself. You sort of, when you walk up into a place, whether you were first doing, especially when you were first getting known, walking into the ciphers, going in there, you know they're looking at you. So how have you took that in stride and used it as a balancing?
Can me and Angus chime in on this?
Yeah, I think we all could.
I say just having our own confidence to what we're doing and knowing that what we're doing is dope and believing in what it is that we're pushing and kind of having that support from the hometown in itself has ultimately made it easier for us to transition to having any shows out here in the city. And I remember our first show in the city too, where it got a little uncomfortable. Like people looked at us a little weird because we were from the burbs, but it ended up being a great learning experience, and people ended up liking it. So that's my take on it.
For me, I've always twisted it into an advantage, I think, of trying to embrace the fact that I'm going to be looked at as an underdog. Like, that was kind of the idea behind calling the first album with Kaz, White Men Can't Rap. The whole idea of Billy Hoyle in White Men Can't Jump is like, he's purposely sitting on the sideline looking like a chump so that he can come out and hustle you. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the way, and a lot of times people look at me now and they think, oh, he's going to be either in a metal band or a singer-songwriter. So I kind of use it as a way to take people off guard and even make more of an impact right off the bat, because if you look like you're not supposed to be dope and you could be dope, and you are from a place where you're not supposed to be dope and you could be dope, it's kind of like, oh, shit.
Right, and there's a total surprise factor to it because, like you said, these people who are stuck in that mindset of, you look like a hippie, or what the fuck is this white boy gonna do?
And we're from the burbs, on top of that.
And then you come out and knock it out the park, which I've seen you do numerous times. It's gotta be a great fucking feeling, man.
Like Dave said too, at this point it's like it's also a confidence of, we always knew we were gonna knock it out of the park. You know what I mean? So regardless of how we know that people perceive us, we also are just as aware of what we're capable of doing. So we know that at the end of the night, we're good. You know?
Now, back to the whole, how old were you guys when you all met, and how did Watch City come together as a whole? At what age? Was this way younger, or is this more recent? Explain for the people that, don't know.
Angus is taking it.
So as far as Watch City coming together, that happened around 2010. We started off with like 12, 13 people. It was crazy. It was chaotic. It was unorganized, and it could have been better. But all of us grew from that experience. That was like our beginning. We started booking shows like in our local area, and then just began expanding. You know what I'm saying? We started coming out to Chicago and seeing that that's really what the scene was that could help us grow to our highest, or not highest, but to a greater potential that we knew we had within ourselves. So we started coming out here, seeing what the scene was really about, and trying to, like they said, trying to subvert other people's expectations of us, because whenever you hear about somebody being from the suburbs, you ain't really trying to hear that shit a lot of the time, because you, in a lot of cases, even if you from the suburbs, you don't really relate to the idea of what a struggle might be out there. You know what I'm saying? Right, within hip-hop specifically, especially. But I think we could turn that into something else, and make it more than just like party music or whining about like something ridiculous,
I just came into this interview, and it's kind of funny here because I'm seeing Sleepless and Angus, and when I met these dudes, they weren't even old enough to fucking drink.
Right.
These dudes were little kids, man.
You're right about that.
These dudes were kids,
Now
man.
here we are drinking.
Well,
Here
and that's
Oh,
the
Ray,
thing.
go
It's
for it,
like
yo.
we've gotten to watch some of these guys grow up basically in the scene. So how did you guys meet? Was it in high school? Did you all go to the same? I mean, how did you all bump into each other to form the group?
Yeah, a lot of us went to the same high school. Actually, Dave, he had a thing in his house where it was like a bunch of people from our high school said, we know some people who rap and make music, and we think a lot of the people from the suburbs are super huff. So we want to get all the people together who we feel like are good and try to come up with something that we think is, dope.
See, and that's dope because it came back on that factor again. Like, we got it. We gonna give it to them. They want it. Let's go do it. So that's where the real hunger came from. On top of just the love for the music, was like Moore said, you were the underdogs. You weren't supposed to go to the city and do shit.
Exactly. I think the spirit of what we had is like hip hop for real, and I think that's why it kind of carries through. Like, I think even when we don't do what's considered to be traditional brand hip hop, I think it really shines through that ultimately at our core, that's who we are, because the spirit of like what we set out to do was that,
So now I seen you guys were on tour within the last year, correct? You just did a little road tour maybe within the last year? Moore did one. I remember one of them. And explain what's been up with that and what you've been up to in the past year.
Yeah, so the album Shop Local came out in May of 2017. Shop Local was an album that I curated and kind of spearheaded the project with the help of Elgin Cultural Arts Commission, 12 businesses in Elgin, 20 different artists on the visual and performing arts side. So basically, I got a grant from the city of Elgin. I used the grant to pay visual artists to do artwork for each track that I did. So every song has its own artwork. It was all done by people who are actively involved in the Elgin art scene. Everything was recorded in Elgin, either at Kaz's studio or in the studio that's at the library where I work. All the merchandise that we could source from Elgin was made there as available. So I've been basically out that on top of a few singles that I've dropped. The Late Work mixtape that Kaz and I put out, which features Dave, Agris, pretty much the whole group, promoting these projects, so primarily Shop Local touring cycle, trying to bring it to different cities, see where it connects, and just building on that campaign.
What inspires an MC such as yourself to, you're born and raised in Elgin, correct?
Yeah, so I was born about 15 minutes down the road.
You just want to put on the city till the death because that's who you are, that's where you're at. And all this inspiration came from as much to get a grant from the city to pay for music and art, which is unbelievable in itself. What sparked that for you? What made you think that you were able to pull something like that off?
So when the initial move, I was living in the city and I was making a lot of strides networking wise and meeting people while I was living in the city of Chicago. I moved back to Elgin. It was going to just be a temporary move. And then my wife now, girlfriend at the time, got pregnant. And so it was like, all right, made the decision to stay home, put down some roots. So we kind of started putting our roots down in Elgin. And I decided, all right, if I'm going to be here, I got to figure out a way to make the whole music thing work. Being grounded definitely in this central location, though I can still travel and things like that. So I just started thinking about different ideas how I could do that. I got this book called Making a Living in Your Local Music Market. I started reading that and just started getting ideas of how you could make a living as a musician without going all over and being necessarily like world famous superstar, just kind of doing it in the same way that there's musicians who join the union and play gigs like that and make a living. I'm not necessarily trying to do that, but I think there's this like middle ground that's, emerging, but that hasn't been there in the past in hip hop, of where you could be like a working class
Well,
hip hop artist.
we were talking earlier about the internet and how much that has spread things and opened the door to sales on merch, on getting music out there. Has that been a way bigger factor in all your marketing?
I mean, it's been for merchandise sales went from being like pretty much non-existent prior to Shop Local for me to being huge. Like every show I'm selling things, you know. So, and then I've also learned about marketing itself and like products and even just things as simple as like how to place a t-shirt to make it look the best to a consumer, shit like that. You know what I mean? So
And it all counts, which people don't understand, that there is an art to even setting up a t-shirt.
Right. So, exactly. Yeah, you know, so it's given me a crash course and all that. And I went into it thinking, like, you know, hopefully I'll get the grant. I was pretty confident I would get the grant because I kind of made the marketing plan around, like, the criteria to get the grant, which was, you know, collaboration, promoting collaboration between artists, stimulating commerce in downtown Elgin. I did that by putting the record into the record store in downtown Elgin, and by, you know, doing partnerships with different restaurants, things like that, doing listening parties in the restaurants, bar crawls. I had all the ideas, I just wasn't sure if people were going to get behind the idea of a hip-hop album. At the end of the day, though, like, a dozen businesses and the city of Elgin's government funded a hip-hop album, which is super dope to me.
It's awesome.
So, for all the listeners out there, you know, as you notice these groups that we're bringing on, there seems to be a common thing of real empowerment within themselves and their groups. You know, whether it be the Microphone Misfits, who had their merch game on point, shout to them. Kate Prez, who was just here. Watch Cities explaining their avenues of things that they've done, and they've done it locally. They came up with a whole concept and everything for you. You know, so all you guys out there that think that you're super dope, you're really not. You don't even have a plan in place. And you guys know, I'll say it, man. You know what I mean? I don't really care.
Well, it's a thing
But
on you guys know.
they have all
a
these
plan.
groups that you notice, they've had plans. They're very educated young men. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and they want to do something that if they can do for the rest of their life with a decent income, why not? If it's what you love and that's what you do, why aren't you going to put forth the effort into it as such?
I agree.
You know?
I think it's also a learning experience too from meeting other artists, because it's good to feed off those ideas. You brought up a good point with the Microphone Misfits. They have a fucking comic. I think that's the dopest shit in the world.
They even have
I think
toys,
that's-
I think.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's exceptional marketing, and I think that's different. You don't see that a lot.
Right, and it's age range shooting. You know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
see
You
that
could get a 5-year-old playing with your hip hop doll.
That's what I'm saying.
And we saw a lot of this
It's
stuff too, you know, we had mentors kind of in the game from a young age, which, you know, we were able to be 20-year-olds who were coming into the knowledge of, you know, people who are from a generation ahead of us. And, you know, even having Kaz in the group, you know, we have just a different perspective, somebody who was around in a time where we weren't to kind of tell us
They're
how
just
it was
saying
in
Kaz
those
is
days.
an old man.
Kaz be treating us.
Yeah, how old is Kaz?
Kaz is like 60, man.
You right around, you, there you go. 40-40 club,
He was
man.
40 last year. He's 60 this year.
Hey, we like a fine wine, B. Don't get it. That goddamn right, Kaz. I feel good, Kaz. I was on that fucking video earlier today. I feel fucking good. Real talk,
For
man.
all intents and purposes, when Kaz came on board, When Kaz came on board, I was so happy I wasn't the oldest one in the group anymore.
That's always great, right?
How old are you, Dave?
I turned 30 in September. I just turned 30 in September.
Damn.
Puppies,
You just turned
B.
what?
Puppies.
All right. So here's a
But I
toothpaste moment for you, Jory.
21.
Like,
I just turned 20.
I met most of these cats when I used to DJ for the rec center. Okay. They're actually just like Awdazcate was and Theo was.
Shout out to Messi.
You know, in 2010 when I put out an I'll Make You Famous project.
Right.
unfortunately, I was caught in their controversy that happened within their group for a minute.
Really? Elaborate.
Yes,
I
because
don't know.
remember when Sleepless and Angus weren't?
I do remember that.
They had one foot out the door. Like,
Facts.
you know what, man?
Big facts.
And so they actually have two different different tracks. There's a track with Angus and Sleepless, and then there's a track with Stone, Moore, and Kyle.
That's big facts.
Yo.
That worked into
But
the
I do
fullest.
remember when I first met you, you were Be Famous.
Exactly.
That's
BB
why I
famous.
swear you were. I knew you
That
were.
was an
Brian B.
alien.
Famous.
I was like, this is man.
Because when you guys met me, like I was basically coming back to DJing after being gone for 10 years. And so, like I had kind of buried Handz Solo, and then I was like, you know what? Too many people in this world know me as that. So I brought it back, and then, like, it throws everybody off. They're like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, first time I
No.
saw Handz Solo, I said, man, I've been seeing his name. Who is this? And then I look, and I said, that ain't Handz Solo. Come on,
the
bro.
entire time
He
we've
did
been here,
that shit
I've
on
been trying to remember
purpose.
That's
where
somebody else.
I was
He
like,
did that
I
shit
know
on
for a
purpose.
fact
Like,
that
I'm
I
gonna
met him.
Phantom of the Opera this motherfucker.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now.
Could it
Wow,
be?
that's a funny story though.
Could it be that it was also simple?
So I'm gonna ask one last question before we segue into music. As far as doing shows, touring, what scene is better to you? Is the Chicago scene been more beneficial, or is staying out in the burbs and around better? What do you guys
Chicago.
think of that?
I was gonna say Chicago. I mean, I love
Chicago.
performing at home. I love performing at home, but there's nothing like coming to Chicago and meeting a new crowd and embracing it.
And I'm gonna go even more left. I love Chicago, but I also love outside of Illinois, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say on the road better than anything, though, right?
I mean, it's a unique kind of thing. I feel like home has its own unique charm because it's home, But I also think Chicago is almost like second home since we've been coming out here for a long time now.
How does the merch game hold up out of state? Way better than in town, or vice versa?
Alright,
Depending on where we at for me.
Yeah, so for my out of state experience, it's been real hit or miss. Like sometimes it really depends on the attendance. If the attendance is high, then typically it's gonna be a good result overall. If the attendance is low, it's still going to be a good result as far as like turnaround, like who's in the crowd and who's going to stay with you from the crowd.
Right.
But there's just not the numbers there to translate into merch sales and shit like that.
Right.
I would say outside of having like, real good hometown shows that we really promote and get a lot of people out to, the state of Wisconsin in general has been a really nice place for me to play. I like playing in Wisconsin. People there are like super nice. I've sold a lot of merchandise there. There tends to be a lot of alcohol flowing, and so I think that contributes to people being real nice and giving. So
Damn, too bad
Wisconsin's
Awdazcate in here because he would say it. There must have been alcohol involved.
Must have been. What happened to
So
my
Wisconsin's been a great state. But we did a show one time in Wisconsin, Handz Solo, when you were Be Famous. When it
remember
was
we
coming
went
out,
way out to knee high.
and bro, it was like a gang initiation.
It was a Rough Rider high. It was a Rough Rider clubhouse.
And I remember we're in there.
So we watched
and,
Rough Riders
right. He
get
told me about
initiated.
this. He
Hey,
told me about
who the fuck booked y'all for that one?
Bro,
My homegirl in Milwaukee Rocks knew somebody that ran a Rough Riders
man,
clubhouse.
I thought we were gonna get killed that
So
night,
they were
man.
all Rough Riders in there. They had the jackets and everything, but they were initiated.
exclusives in there talking shit while they're on stage for the crowd. I'm like, bro, we are not in the town that we know about. We're in the boonies, bro. In the boonies where the biker
Knee
gang.
High, Wisconsin, like 20 minutes from Green Bay. Like
And it was a mixed crowd or all black? What were they? What?
It was a mixed
it was a
crowd.
motorcycle club.
But it was a
I'm
motorcycle
saying.
club.
But being Rough Riders, did you walk into like?
The thing that tweaked me out,
Yeah. Oh God.
They did some shit where like they were literally playing the Rough Riders anthem by DMX, and they were like punching this dude in the chest. They were like saying they were like they were introducing him into the gang, and then they all took turns punching him. And I'm like, bro, we're over here performing as the openers for the gang initiation.
Boys like Handz Solo set me up, man.
Shout out to DMX.
Hey, but there was an even better one at the gas house spot that you got for us.
Yep.
Throw another party.
Hey, Mo, put your hand down.
Oh, the release party. That was dope, and that was most of the artists from the album too.
Hey.
Yep, that was good marketing.
Which show was that, Amo?
When he put out which one? The one in Wisconsin or the one in Wisconsin was just me and Kyle. The gas house was his release party.
Hold on.
Gas house was
which
everybody.
time? The first or second? Can I talk
We
about
were sloshed at that show.
Texas?
Yeah, let's sleep.
Texas. Can we talk about Texas real quick?
Let's talk about Texas. Was it?
I would like to tell you about. We went to Texas twice for South by Southwest.
First time I wasn't even old enough to get in to the bar.
Nah.
I told you.
The second time we went was probably the most fucking fun we've ever had. So much happened that trip. We met, I believe that was the time we met Action Bronson just walking down the street with Alchemist.
See, I want to talk about Southwest by Southwest too.
Anger's met J Electronica and Static Selector just standing there.
It's dope.
We met Young Chop from Chicago, and our homie Kyle, shout out Kyle, he sold him a chain that he found on the ground.
Hey, that's keeping it hood
he
right
sold
there.
his,
That's
he
keeping
sold
it
his
hood.
homeboy a chain. Like it was wild. We saw Tyler, me, Kyle, and Abstract Shot. Shout out to him. We saw Tyler the Creator, and he incited a riot and knocked down a wall that we were all in the middle of, and they all left, and we were part of it. He got arrested that show, and we opened for Talib Kweli. And
that sounds like a great
that
time.
Experience, we were there for a few days. It was the most fucking fun ever. I swear to God.
When you put it like that, it sounded like we did a lot of shit.
We did. We didn't even talk about the free drink line that we went into.
Man.
There was a free drink line.
We're going to touch on Southwest by Southwest.
That shit was
We're going to cut back into some music for a little bit, y'all.
Let's go.
This is Red Club Radio.
And we still do the shit the radio don't do.
You rocking with DJ Handz Solo.
187.
Let's go.
And just for my man Kaz, this track is produced by Kaz.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my man Reality.
Even though I've been here the whole time. From the land of the dead, I crawled about and prayed, stomach growling, no water to bathe. I was light miles away from my Nautica days, caught up in a phase where I felt like a slave. Now we're free, sons and daughters to raise. Got my mojo back, now photo snap. Wink at those who show no doubt. You counted me out, that's your first mistake. Been a thoroughbred ever since my birthday. Check my bloodline, read my resume. See man that dude, that's what they better say. Reputation precedes me, believe me, the true definition of reality TV. In the flesh, my pen is so blessed, make it not so hard, your chin at your chest. A lot of y'all are less ears and more mouth, and can't understand why you can't leave the poorhouse. I'm just trying to help. Then some of y'all think hip-hop's about beefing, going after folks' throats for no reason. If controversy sells, Lord have mercy, we fail. They thirsty as hell, from New Jersey to Wales. Records X run game, dirty as snails. So your contract, sir, don't serve me well, motherfucker. I will never fall asleep
deep in the white man's dream, or even the bigoted feminist, straight up white supremacists with their superficial ideologies and interests. No apologies, I'm from the black male consensus. Self-preservation with ill survivalist attitude. To get what is old is a luxury with no gratitude. Educate the music with wit, flavor, and style. The true holy trinity is man, woman, and child. Masculine with the feminine to cause balance and create life beyond the wickedest of plights. Got no time to camp for fugazi feelings and hate speech. Never read about a president deserving impeach. Won't stand with government, only with my people. Ignorant or wise, with your poor, we stay regal. Other special interest groups have no interest in weed. Stay focused on your liberties, kick rocks and be free.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed? Do you walk your own path or wait to be led? Propaganda machines promoting us to be done, while casual loss of life steady making us numb. Whatever we put our minds to, we will be great. But that cuts both ways, don't be tempted to fate. Revolution only works for those that participate. Stay focused on your goals, not superficial hate.
Immigrants is coming quick, build up the wall. They're ruining the environment, economy falls. You cross the southern border and you get at them quick. But if they white from overseas, then you don't say shit. Look, a child predator, yo, get out the stalls. I came to take a piss, man, I'm offended, appalled. Go where you been going, seems simple to me. I ain't looking at you no way, I just came here to pee. White cops left another brother laying in the dirt. Black on black crime's the issue, we should get at it first. White supremacy is underlying in both, so fixing one before the other, it's a goddamn joke. War is filled with battles fought on all different fronts. Time to lend a hand to many, man, it's time to be blunt. They never show the fight for the hood, it's too much unity. How dare you take the time to try to build a big community? They wanna see you caught up in their bullshit, it's a fact. It's the superficial rabbit that they pulling out the hat. They wanna see you caught up in their bullshit, it's a fact. It's the superficial rabbit that they pulling out the hat.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed? Do you walk your own path or wait to be led? Propaganda machines promoting us to be done, while casual loss of life steady making us numb. Whatever we put our minds to, we will be great. But that cuts both ways, don't be tempted to fate. Revolution only works for those that participate. Stay focused on your goals, not superficial hate.
So you really expect me to be complacent and sit, accepting all the idiocracy, don't bullshit? At the dawn of third world war, civil conflict, Confederate inbred, fuck Trump and his tiki torch nonsense. I got a whole little queen and my people to defend. No interest in a burnt bigot, sporting a ferret wig. Endless cycles of media circus, the devil's working. Nightmares by concentration camps. Walmart, the shit is certain. Poisoning all the fruit, strange, incarcerating, killing the youth. Marching in the street when Dick Gregory tried to tell you what you need. Bifocals, magnifying glasses, detective. The truth is bright, plain sight, where you least expect it. Sprinkled throughout Netflix, politics well scripted. Our dissension previously written and plot twists we're witness. Better stop stargazing, man. Distractions mentally murder. This country we take pride, got a million ways to murder.
Do you hunt and gather for food or wait to be fed? Do you walk your own path or wait to be led? Propaganda machines promoting us to be done, while casual loss of life steady making us dumb.
Across Chicago, 9 people were killed between Friday and Sunday, and 2 more were gunned down just hours ago. A murder rate of 2 a day.
The police department is blaming street gangs, but investigative journalists are blaming the city.
The deadly outbreak of gun violence has been gripping Chicago, saw no let-up whatsoever over the Christmas weekend. Police say that they're now investigating 27 shootings that took place either on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day. 12 of them were deadly.
The whole earth is trifling, my life's been a series of events, and the only way for me to gain control is to commence, and then condense what I've commenced into a super fresh structure. As I let my mind and soul begin to rupture, puncture your eardrums, the ill fears none. You've come 20,000 fathoms deep just to hear some submarine style, old school rocking, mic techniques and motherfuckers pop locking. When all is said and done, ill states the crew to fear, coming more every year. Dressed in scuba gear, prepared for the journey. A fat dub sack, some dope raps, a little loop, and a good ass attorney. All beyond that is just a bonus. You should have known this. I'm the ill, the microphone is so go this. Cause while you be coming for me, I begin the band smoke out with my motherfucking pony.
Till the world blow up, I'ma keep rocking till the world blow up. Long as there's a bottle and some purple, I don't see me stopping till the world blow up. Till the world blow up, I'ma keep rocking till the world blow up. Long as there's a bottle and some purple, I don't see me stopping till the world blow up. Till the world blow up. From the pole to the Incas, Joe, my flow is the sickest, known to existence. I reinvented going the distance. I pulled it 6 below, it's Cicero during Christmas. Mistletoe above my britches, bitches blowing me kisses. I'm too smart to get popped, too dumb to know when to finish. The streets ain't a joke, this city don't be a menace. I'm from Chicago, motherfucker, I'm supposed to be vicious. I live and breathe in these streets, don't need to show me statistics. This ain't only an image, shit, I'm promoting the business. I'm on the road to get riches, no time for posing for pictures. I keep a bitch fixing me sandwiches and
We live. This is Red Club Radio. Hip Hop Stream Team. You rocking with DJ Handz Solo on the fundamentals.
Got murdered. We freak beats nasty. Ben Roethlisberger. And all we do is just win. Lions on the grid, iron spot you +10. Pure confidence is seeping out my pores. And who in the hell is this peeping through my door? T-Man's been raw since I was sleeping on the floor. 311 Washington Street, apartment B. Me and my big bros was talking to them beats. Jeff gave it up, Dale passed me the torch. Now it's holy matrimony, never asking for divorce. I can see the finish line, it's like a marathon. Between me and you need security like Farrakhan. Sensitive punk, wear a thong. You must pack bombs cause you ain't packing guns. You raggedy bums, whole strategy is wrong. And haters get mad like the Cavs of LeBron. Cause Rex send them make more moves than vagabonds. Now put them up. Put them up. When all you do is get bossed around. Your whole style just watered down. You're not tough, you're just talking loud. How? I'm the type to grab a mic and get wicked. You're the type to come around and lie to just kick it. I have fun with chumps like you. Ball you up, spin you on my finger, cause that's what the fuck I do. Yeah, you're fucking with a globetrotter. BD student says birth, bitch, no father. When I was young, hell, my idol was Jerome Viner. But SNL's and shit right there, so don't bother. They try to understand that, but understand this. I'm back on my backpack shit with mad tricks. Up my sleeve, stay tuned for the resurrection. Get it, resurrection? Picking up where we left off. Now put your hands high. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
We got an exclusive from Theo Wright and Miss Abyss, sent 7. P. Rusty Bones.
And away we go. The big show, ego. Ready, set to be tested. Quick on the jaw, sling it like a western blasting, no question. From breeds like a gauge, bringing only tumbleweeds to your section. Piece the town with insincere lessons. Reload the weapon, prime. Here's the line who's next in. Enter with a smile, sing loud for the ground you're destined. Register the player that's needed for resurrection. The fact is this here is insurrection. Aim to kill the message so the fam won't get it. So in the box we stay kept in the loss of essence. The evil resident is prominent, dominant, dwelling in and harming. It's nonsense, the ultimate selfish in this climate, so we bombing it. Baby, what time is it? Ordered by the highest I'm aligning with. We live in this frontliners.
D Rusty Bones, I see you, dog. Woo!
In the grand scheme, it seems there are no teams, no sides to choose, no win or losing. Dreams I've seen, what's in between, though we lean while trying to dodge the smoke screens. Traps and tricks keep systems fixed, while lunatics afflicts of politics. Lips contradict what they actions depict as they inflict conflict on ill-equipped derelicts. Dopamine addicts more concerned with hits and clicks. May as well be chipped, just worn on hips and wrists. Right stripped, lower strict, no assists. So we throw lots of bricks trying to see what sticks. We forget who we are and what we meant to be. Like we sent to be mentally tested relentlessly. Eventually, sequentially, we grow transcendentally. Indelibly our destiny to find our true identity.
That's one of the dopest sounding females in the city of Chicago, man. Set 7, nothing but fire. The production is fire.
Got that exclusive from Dave Stone.
I took a tab of Xanax to relax and then relapsed on all the thoughts that I've been having. I've never felt so uncomfortable with myself to the point that overdosing would relieve me of these habits. So I mixed the liquor with my antidepressants and guzzle up. Could give a fuck. All this darkness is the blueprints of my thoughts. Am I relieved? Is all of this a means of wants and needs?
Turn your radios up loud. This is Red Cup Radio.
And we still do the shit the radio don't do. What up, Miss Abyss?
Thinking that everyone wants to use me. I'm a fool for romanticizing love like in the movies. I've lost hope, regained it, misplaced it, fell into the depths of failure, trying to change it, placed in a position to deal and be complacent, cause expressing my distaste was no sort of complaining. All my attempts would end with an "are you kidding me?" At times ashamed to admit that's part of my history. Don't even think you realize what you did to me. I died a hero, resurrected, viewed of all your villainy. I made tears right down the cheek of a pretty face. My big mistakes I made just to keep what drove me insane. Troubled someone's heart, broken trust, and enable pain due to my mental state. Not letting go of what I can't escape. Tell her I love her and she looks at me like, yeah. I know that what I did was wrong and really bad. I wipe her tears from her eyes, don't like her sad. We started an argument cause I ruined what we should have had. My peace and quiet's in a coffin. I'm just a martyr beseeching acceptance and applauses. Renegade to the darkness, enemy of my conscience. A bruised soul attempting to counteract all my losses. I am honest, a monster, a fucking broken promise. I am modest, I'm a father, I'm ironic, maybe toxic. A fucking train wreck and a beautiful mind. Please don't worry about me, I'm fine. I swear. I took a tab of Xanax to relax and then relapsed on all the thoughts that I was having. I've never been so uncomfortable with myself to the point that overdosing would relieve me of these habits. I'm fine. I
That shit's a
I took a tab of Xanax to relax. Fine.
banger. That's a motherfucking banger, bro. Salute to that one.
Shout out DJ Allo. He produced this one.
Hey, man. Woo!
Kaz City on the cuts. This one's from Late Work.
That's that real boom bad shit, man. That was just refreshing.
Bang bang, ski ski, open mic, sub T, late night, North Beach, winter cold, summer heat, some not, some shoot, some shot, some loot, some rob, work jobs, slang rocks, get killed by cops, new shoes, buy lots, life short, why not, Popeyes, IHOP on California University, common sense, Kanye West,
Lamborghini Mercy,
train stations, bus stops, bus downs, club hop, North Coast, Pitchfork, Wicker Fest, liquor stores, double door shut down, Wicker Park, Uptown, Logan Square, Uptown, Downtown, UV, West Side, UC, Humble Park, South Loop, South Side, Hyde Park, Inglewood, Bridgeport, Midway, Airport, Head West, O'Hare, Blue Line, goes there, most go nowhere, Windy City, Shy Rock, Air Jordan, High Top, Second City, Shy Rack, Left Town, I'm back, DJs, house beats, break dancing, MCs, graph writers, art geeks, gunshots, heartbeats, squad cars, red lights, traffic jams, gang fights, parking meters, park benches, rent prices, sky high, drive-bys, bike rides, rooftops, night sky, cool breeze, bright lights, nightlife, day trips, smoke blunts, stay lit, every day, same shit, drive slow, lane switch, big booty, dang bitch, Soldier Field, Wrigleyville, Bottom Lounge, Lake Street, potholes, potheads, dope fiends, break beats, break checks, bar crawls, Uber drivers, I call, street fest, food trucks, our politicians use us, fast talk, all lies, schools closed, cars rise, hard times, money traps, but I won't stop, coming back to Chicago.
Overlay them with the real life cuts on top of the studio cuts.
Man, Wall City is in the building. Got Kaz on the tables with DJ Handz Solo. they find it.
Produced by yours truly.
Time and time again, I find myself asking. Every time I ask a question, it seems I request a blessing. Never learn my lesson, so it seems. I take one more for the team. Every time it rips, I sow the seam. At least I'm capable of dreams. I'ma fight this fight till nothing's left of me. Rest in peace if you step to me. That's the recipe for catastrophe. Bastard, please, you don't wanna clash with me. You'll be a casualty. I casually make what's hard to a fragile beat. I can't stand defeat. I'm the man to beat. Yo, I'm plant, I'm a manatee, and I plan to eat. Real talk, no fantasy. Bet your friend is a fan of me. God bless any enemies that you send to me. By any means, I'll end the beef. Turn the head to a centerpiece. Better let it be like McCartney. You don't wanna start me up, cause I'm starving. Start the Barbie, claim your heart, but hardly. Raise the bar for these Barbies. Lead my army, harm me physically, but you can't get rid of me. Kill a dope or a shitty beat. Why city streets are what raised me. The city damn near made me, and it's where I'm gonna raise my baby. It's where I met my lady. Lot of fun times, sometimes got crazy. Puffing on daisies daily, but it never made me lazy. You can't phase me, can't erase me. Couldn't catch up if you chase me. First what I'm placing, hurt my replacements. Recorded this joint in the basement. Sound like some big time studio LA shit. Living in the matrix, looking all around me, and all I see is fake shit. I ain't with the bullshit, nah I don't take shit. I don't ask first, I take it. Make a hoe wanna get naked. When I'm in the spot, leave it blazing. When you're in the spot, leave it vacant. Real talk, I ain't even hating. My style is intimidating. Chicks down for the mating. No, I'm not rich, but I made it. Married to the mother of my babies. A family I could ask how the day's been. A daughter I can teach to and play with. I watch her in amazement. Get faded when it's late and I want to. Whack MCs, I will taunt you and haunt you. Glad that I'm me, thank God that I'm not you. I'm a monsoon and I'm coming for your pontoon. Turn a cold beat to a hot tune. Something you cannot do. King, not queen, I'll rock you. You wanna respond? Shoot, I'll give you a free shot. Tell your producer to loop when the beat drops.
Watch City, motherfucker. I'm just fucking with y'all.
You know Jay Norm always gets excited.
I like good music, man. Wow. That was Watch City. If y'all weren't listening to that segment, I highly suggest rewinding that shit at some point in your night and let it run.
That was the first time that shit ever played.
Hey man, the production on all of them songs were unfucking real, bro.
Self-produced.
From you to Aloe. Aloe's a fucking beast, man. Aloe might be the best producer in Chicago, in my opinion. That beat he gave you was fucking ridiculous. Oh, you did? Aloe didn't produce it? You made that?
Check, always searching for some direction. However, I might have to get through without stressing. When the times get hectic, finding ways to adjust. Even if it's seeming like my moment's over and done.
Amongst the sea of nonsense, I'm still feeling like God's son. Scrape the bottom of the barrel and I feel like scum. But I love it like a sick fuck, I'm getting a little pumped. If I got treated hard times, won't be leaving me stumped.
From the jump, why I prefer to live free as my own leader. Taking no beatings, willing to fight for my own freedom.
Sleeping on me is reserved for those off of anesthesia. Not a genius, just disciplined.
What up, brother? I see you.
Since the system wants to have us feeling trapped into thinking we won't ever see beyond all of the lies they're releasing.
Hey, Hex, turn up the volume, man. Listen to some of this music, bro.
On the daily, yet more professional people.
Last one, fucked up the 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 last one. This is your last chance. Fucked up the last one. This is your last one.
I know I need to do much better than this.
Fucked up the last one. This is your last one.
And I can't ever fuck it up again.
Fucked up the last one. This is your last one.
I know I need to do much better than this.
Fucked up the last one. This is your last one.
And I can't ever fuck it up again.
New music, Watch City is in the building.
Hey, we got a break from the music, I guess, right?
Hey, man, the DJ left, so unless Kaz get up and start running shit, I don't know what the fuck to do. Kaz.
Kaz money.
He the only technical one.
Kaz?
I ain't touching shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, do I? Welcoming to his own home.
Back.
Handz Solo.
So you guys,
hold on, fuck that. Hold on, we got another joint.
We're gonna play one more and then we're gonna get into talks about how this music was made. You just listen to exclusives from Watch City.
All the time.
Anger's WC.
Do your thing, you. All the time.
ASGROUS. I bite my lip, there's no obsession when I stand in line. A list of suitors, but I'm suited, feeling asinine. She turned around and asked me, do you like this ass of mine? Trying to figure if I really heard her or if that's my mind. Different ways and tricks we playing on ourselves. Disconnected out of the moment, reclusive in the shell. Overthinking leads you to lose, and I'm moving off the field. Misconstruing every sign and break its tension to dispel. Removing my cool like I'm 3 stacks, the right act. It's simple when the loop fiasco is brought back. If I remove my ego from the situation, I be true to the results of all the chances that I've taken. Straightforward is the way to go. Off a home plate, headed straight back to home. She shot the shot and pitched the grand slam for me slow. Naturally, I took advantage, stared back and swung.
Watching you. Do your thing, you. All the time I spend watching you. Do your thing, you. All the time I spend watching
Just like that, we back. Hey. So what's up out there? Everybody listening to Red Cut Radio. That was all.
Yeah.
Watch City members, Watch City music.
Exclusive.
Well, okay, the last couple. There were things led into that. Superficial from Microphone Misfits, 11th Hour from Rec Center, Till the World Blows Up, Mood Swings, EC Illa. But then the rest of that was all Watch City. So what did y'all think out there? If you got the emoji, put your drink cup in the chat.
The red cup.
Hey, I'll tell you this much from what I heard, that shit's fire. Production fired, the spitting was fire. That was so good to hear, man. Great production, great music. When it's on loud in here, the effects that you put into that production really it got you even more into the music. So as a fan over here, no MC, no DJ, that shit fire, man.
Appreciate it. So is that 2 cups up? Is it safe to say 2 cups up?
Oh, easy 2 cups.
Oh,
yeah.
How many?
Yeah, what's our scale?
There's joints in, see, you know the dope thing about, because there's so many of y'all and there were so many different things, those joints can easily make it into the rotation, like, because it's not one collective song.
A few of those songs, you're the only one outside of like people in the group who possess it at this point, so you could be the sole possessor until it's officially released.
That very last song is coming out this Friday. It's not even out. So
See, there we go. So that's what we're going to get into next. Where are we going to find all this music from Watch City, y'all?
So you could go to soundcloud.com/Watch City to hear the group's music. I also have a website that's dedicated to my solo releases, morewatchcity.com. So MOORE watch, like a wristwatch, city.com. So SoundCloud/Watch City, morewatchcity.com. Angress and Sleep and Dave all have SoundClouds and other pages as well, so I'll let them shout their stuff out.
You can find me just by searching my name anywhere. ANGROUS.
That's how gangster he is on Google, y'all. He just said, hey, just put in my name anywhere.
Anywhere. But my hubs on Instagram, I'm Angress WC. Still, if you just type in Angress, I'm the only one that's going to pop up. So just type in ANGROUS on anything, you can find me there.
Myself, I tried to make a unique name for myself on social media.
Sounds like you made it difficult.
I did. That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Even like for like doctor's appointments and shit, they'll spell it out. But my Instagram, my Twitter is Dave ain't eating. Hey, dead ass. It's DAVEAINTEATIN. It's the only one.
The only
Very
one.
unique.
It has to be with
There
that.
you go. No underscores.
Lot of vowels.
But speaking of, we technically premiered my joint. It's called I'm Fine, I Swear. It's produced by myself. That is my first solo release that I'll be coming out with this year. Following up with an album entitled They're All Gonna Laugh at You later this year. And that's produced by myself. That'll be on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all by the end of this month.
Well, that's the one that sounded like your WWE entrance song, man. That shit.
Yeah.
If you had an entrance song, that's your motherfucking entrance song,
For
man.
all intents and purposes, I was wild depressed when I wrote that. So
That's why it's
there you
probably
go.
that much deeper. Super dope, man.
Comes from a inspired place. And you can find me. It's a little simpler than Dave's. Yeah, you can find me on IG at Sleepless847 and my SoundCloud, SoundCloud.com/YoungSleepless, YOUNG Sleepless, and everywhere else be able to pretty much find me as Young Sleepless. Cass. Yo.
Come on, old man. Let's get it together, man. Kaz on one of them old man naps, y'all.
Instagram, I got Kaz Watch City, KAFC Watch City. Spell it, you know that one. Watch like a wristwatch city, like Chicago.
Yeah,
And,
put your
that's-
stuff
I
in the
usually
comment
put
box
stuff
for
out there
everybody.
I'm working on, like little snippets, stuff I'm working on. Me and Dave been working on his EP, getting everything done, recorded. Even me and Andrew got something in the works in the back, This guy Moore, right here, next to me, the long hair guy. We got some stuff still going. I got a beat tape still in the works with Aloe. Like, we got 3 tracks, but we're working on that, chipping away at it. And of course, we got the Watch City things going still, chipping away at it, trying to get our best
I have
out to you
something to
guys.
say.
We ain't trying to show you, since it's been a while, we're going to show you what we got, the best. We're going to show you what we got.
Watch City fun fact.
Yeah.
Has Kaz ever rapped on a song?
No.
No.
He's rapped. He's rapped when he's drunk, though.
I
That's a fact.
freestyle when the red cup gets too wild.
Sounds like me.
Hold on, I have something to say off topic, and it's really bothering me. If I don't say it, I'm going to be upset.
Go ahead.
David.
My 10-year-old daughter texted me right now saying that she's just doing her homework. It's 9:19 at night. Kaylin Nicole Stone, if you don't get your goddamn homework done,
You
I
gotta get the
swear to
homework
God,
done.
you're going to catch this fade.
Uh-oh, there it is.
That's a fact.
Get the homework
Just
done.
do the work.
I just had to say that. Thank you. No, I wasn't.
No, Dave's a good dad.
Gotta
He taught
be,
her
man.
what
she'll get some
cream
fame.
was. He taught her what cream was.
So give
Cash.
us a Watch City fun fact for a trivia.
Watch City fun fact, one time Amo and Angus got into a fight and Amo told him to get out of his house and Angus was like fine. But then he came right back and we all made
He's
up.
like, I got a track for that.
Let's make music.
Hey, you guys think that's a joke, but that's an actual story.
I know. It just sounds like you're like,
He said in a very southern, suspicious accent, "Get out of my house." I was like, all right. Now I walked to the door, and as I walked to the door, I thought about it. Let me think about this. And I was like, yo, man, my bad.
I got one more really quick South by story. On the last time we went to South by, we saw, I don't know who else saw it, but I know me and Abstract Shot, shout out Eric, we saw Mobb
Kennedy.
Deep. We just caught Mobb Deep performing their last song, and it was Shook Ones. And then just a few months later, Prodigy passed away.
Yeah.
So
Rest
I
in peace
wanted,
to Prodigy.
I wanted to say that before when I was talking about South by, but I forgot to, incidentally. But that was probably, and I got it recorded and everything. And
Now,
that
let
was
me ask you a question
one of
about
the best
Southwest by Southwest since we're on that topic. You guys have been there.
Twice.
I have a different view on it because it was something way different. I'm sure Kaz knows back then and Handz. It was a different. Now, going there, seeing all those stars, bumping shoulders with them, it's a great fucking memory. It's great times. Great. As far as when you went out there and actually did the networking, did anything come from it other than a good time
Can I
for
answer?
you? Please.
Bet. So when we went out there, it's like there was a lot of I wouldn't say useless networking, but I would say nothing came out of a lot of it. But I think one of the greatest things that I learned was that everybody's just a human being, and it doesn't matter if somebody's a celebrity or not. Who gives a fuck? They're the same as you. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let these niggas talk down to you or make you feel like you're less than them. So to me, that's what I learned from South by Southwest, that everybody's just a person, and some people find themselves in a certain type of position for whatever reason, not knocking it.
And
But
it's just
for
fun.
me, it helped a lot with that, with seeing people as they are.
It was just
Plus,
fun.
Plus,
And we
I
met
think
the
Get
BGirls.
Guap, real quick. Plus, I think Get Guap taught us really well in terms of he told us one time we went on tour with GLC and Get Guap, and they told us that most of rap is just smoke and mirrors, and a lot of these people are just lying. And I definitely think that's one of the realest things I ever heard. They
Truth
just fake it
fakes.
till they
That's
make
a
it.
fact.
And that was, for me anyway, my beginning of really what I feel like was getting a real view on what things are really like, So
that's a fact.
See, and
If
now
you got a question, call in to Watch right now. If you got a question for Watch City, go ahead and call in. You know the numbers on the screens.
Liddy.
Seeing with Southwest.
And I think going to South by was a great experience just because we got to meet so many people and incidentally meet them. Some people might not care, but we met the Migos before they were the Migos because they came and they passed us a fucking CD.
Who?
We didn't even know it was them. We got home and we're like, nah, bro, that was the Migos, and we met them. And
See, the reason I bring it up is because a lot of the
the
older school cats don't swear by Southwest by anymore. It's
I
the
think
pay
it
to play
was
shit like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back. I haven't gone back. Like if I get a showcase, I applied for a showcase one year. I didn't get it. If I apply for a showcase or if they reach out to me for a South by Southwest, badge, certified, come out here and
do it right.
all access, then I'll go out there. But I'm not going back there just as like guerrilla mission. It's kind of a shit show. It's it's fun. It's a fun time, and it's not useless by any means.
And that's what I'm saying.
But I don't think
guys
it's any
would probably
more
even
useful
see.
necessarily than doing that on any other given day in a bunch of other cities because there's only so many people you can meet. So and there's a shitload of people in the city of Chicago for one. I'm not saying it's not useful. There's a ton of industry people there. I just think if you don't have
if you're not able to do it right,
if you either
don't want to do it.
You gotta either have A, the industry credentials, or B, the amount of fame to be able to just naturally.
You think the
get
internet
that type of
damaged
treatment.
that? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, I just think that there's so many people who are sold this dream of go to South by Southwest and you're gonna get famous type shit. That it's just kind of oversaturated. So that's why I think it's more for established artists
That's
at
what I
this
was just
point.
about to
Like
say.
if you're an established artist, I think it's probably very beneficial. If you're an indie artist, I think it's beneficial in a lot of ways too. It's just the cost benefit analysis, in my opinion, of it.
Sponsorship, getting your name out there,
Right.
publicity. I mean, if it's done right, like you said, if you're given the right platform and you could do it on your terms, then great. But like with the internet now and stuff like that, that's what I've been hearing from a lot of artists, that it's just very watered down. If you're just going out there to shoot the shit, your chances are ain't shit coming from it but a good time.
See, I believe that you could flip anything into the best that you can out of it. So I think I could go down to South by Southwest, get great results, but I also can go do a show in Milwaukee and get great results.
Well,
you know what I mean? So I'm not saying, I just think one doesn't necessarily outweigh the other. I look at it a little more holistically, that like South by Southwest is a part of it. One-off shows in Waukesha, Wisconsin are a part of it. Elgin, Chicago. It's all
right.
Some shows specifically are more important than others. Maybe going to South by Southwest, it was more important because it gets you who are in other states. I think in that sense it was good. There's people I still talk to who are like musicians from other parts of the country that you just get to see what's going on in their region. It turned into a couple touring opportunities, a couple stops. So some things came into fruition from it.
So now with your new albums and new music coming out, are you guys planning on local touring or going out of state again?
I'm kind of like, personally, we haven't really discussed that as a group, like what and I don't think we're close enough to having a group release to really get to that. But for my solo stuff, I'm talking I'm just really just like trying to get only take on more, I guess, established venues and kind of just get everything up, you know, and just
City Box.
But yeah, I plan on getting a project out in a year, and that's when I'm gonna get back on a touring cycle.
Now I seen not too long ago you put a Facebook post up saying that you played these venues, you wanted to rock other venues in Chicago, and I seen you did a pretty good job at knocking a lot.
It was crazy. Like 2 days, I put that post, and then 2 days later, I checked 2 of them off the list, like right, just like that. So we just did those shows. We did Bottom.
As of right now, Angus and the Sleepless have left Watch City. They're no longer part of the group.
You just jumped out.
Acclamation. Angus wants me to say.
Well, when I'm asking these questions, I'm asking. I'm asking as a whole, man, because I know all of you guys.
But I think some apply more than others. Like, if you
in all seriousness, though, as far as Watch City goes, I know we are definitely working on something as a group, because I know a lot of people are anticipating that, and we have been kind of separated for quite some time. And recently we were all in the studio together, and it was a great fucking time. Like, it felt very nostalgic, and we were all just vibing, and there was no hate or anything like that. It felt like old times.
We all hated that shit. We stayed there for too long.
Gary,
so
shut
smoky.
up.
All that.
But no, it was
like great, though.
we had a good time, and we got some
great
shit
session.
done. We got a lot done, and the hours that we had there, it was dope. And you know, in due time, we definitely will have another Watch City project out.
So usually when you guys do go into the studio or anything like that, are you guys fairly quick about knocking out projects?
It depends. I think it depends on how solid it is to us when we get there. You know, typically we try to have our music already, for the most part, prepared and know what each one of us are going to do when we get there. We're not usually the type of group that books a large block of studio time to write and record. We usually write away from the studio, show up to the studio to record. So it's 50-50. I've seen artists take much longer, but I'd say for us, we could usually knock out an album in probably about 5 or 6 sessions, probably, as far as recording, you know?
So, okay. We had one session, if I may. We had one session, we knocked out 4 songs. That's a quarter of an album. If you really think about it, you know what I mean?
And it was about a 4-hour session, so 4 or 5 hour session.
So with a group with this many members, many personalities, how do you get through your controversies with one another?
We're homies at the end of the day. So there really isn't much controversy. We just talk about it like men, and we handle it like men. And if there's
a couple of
issue,
backyard brawls.
Can I piggyback on that?
For it.
Or we don't.
Or we don't. Like, or we just
or we just get over it. You know what I mean? Or we just get over it.
So when you feel the controversy amongst each other getting too much, do you guys take it back to the purest part why you guys loved it in the first place?
I think to an extent, but I think at the end of the day, none of us take it to heart, because I think I speak for all of us when we say we have a mutual love and respect for one another, that we know that whatever we say isn't to be taken in a malicious way, and we just care about one another as like we're brothers, like we're family. So whatever we say is some of us might be like, you know, but once we sit back and kind of lay on it, think about it, it's kind of like, oh, maybe he was right.
Or like you said, sometimes it goes untalked about. It is what it is.
Sometimes we just don't talk about it. I think not everything needs to be addressed.
Right.
Sometimes.
We it's okay to
because there
disagree.
might be somebody out there that can use that advice to get through their situation.
I think sometimes if you have a problem with something like that somebody else is doing or feeling, or you feel a certain type of way, like at least me personally, I like to like sit with that for a second and really gain some perspective on how I feel about it, because sometimes I might not like something in the moment, and then later once I think about it, I'm like, all right, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just don't want to ever be a prisoner of the moment in that way of like jumping down somebody's throat just because I had a knee-jerk reaction or something like that. You know?
Right. And I think, again, we're really close. Like, we know a lot about one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody needed anything, I know that we could count on one another to be there. If that was the case, like I borrowed bread from.
Right, it's years.
I borrowed
of
money from these
friendship.
motherfuckers and paid them back. You know, like
he ain't paying me back.
And Angus, shut up. Angus has picked me up when I needed it. You know what I mean? Like we're there for one another. And
dope. It's a brother.
Oh my God, he got the Bud Light and the Popeyes. Anyways, but no, like we're all like I consider these guys my brothers. Like straight up.
And that's why
Straight
it
up.
works.
Like this is my family. If I don't have any family, this is my family.
If I was white, he'd be my brother too. You know?
So on the side note, my cousin comes in with the Popeyes 2-piece.
Hey,
He's looking like a big 3 reject over here.
Funny,
Like,
funny
that's
story.
the brother man from the
funny
5th
story.
floor.
Funny story. Amo has child more.
And somehow
I'm
he
sorry.
managed to spill on himself.
More. More
That's
has,
Mike 1, and welcome to Chicago.
Right.
Hey, rest in peace, Mike 1. Rest in peace, Mike 1. But Moore has child locks on his car because he has a little girl. And Angus always says shotgun because he's the biggest motherfucker. He always ends up having to open the door for me. Every time he opens the door for me,
Say always.
he always says, "This is the only time I'm opening the door for a white man."
No, what I actually said was, this is the first and last time I'm opening the door for a white man.
But he does it anytime we gotta do it. Just because motherfuckers can't get out the car.
Yeah, it's been 15, 20 years.
It's funny though. That's the type of humor we have amongst each other though. It's like
it's real.
We're like
shit.
family,
Let's
man.
go.
We're family.
Yeah, and that's
You know
the
what
way
I mean?
it should be, and that's why
And
it works.
I would do anything for these motherfuckers.
And
That's
that's
real.
why you hear it in your music, even. It
For
works,
real.
man. So,
because when we started, it was, I mean, they told the story. Like, it started with, like, yo, who can rap? Let's do this for the city. And we got dopest people from Elgin, and, you know, this is where we're at now.
you guys come a long way, man.
I'm super for what you guys are going to hear from the project that we're putting together.
We can't, after what I just heard, man, yeah, I can't wait for all of it. Quality music, quality sound, local, and that's what we try to promote here. That's what we're trying to do. If we can't do it as a community to network our music and be honest to each other and be like, that's good music, it ain't never going to go anywhere.
That's a fact.
So,
and yo, shout out Tom Jones.
Everybody knows somebody. Everybody likes music.
Carlton dance.
You never know whose lap it's going to fall in. And that's our purpose here at Red Cup, and that's why we're doing what we do, other than I like hanging out with Brian and
if
talking
I may,
fucking hip-hop. You
if
know
I
what
may,
I'm
Fuck
saying?
that sweatshirt.
One last thing I
man,
want to say
Bear
is
Bully, Remedy.
shout out to the women that deal with our bullshit.
True
Nah,
that.
fuck all that, bro.
That's a fact.
True that.
I be dealing with
any
they bullshit.
woman that has dealt with our bullshit,
Don't nobody deal
I
with my
salute
bullshit.
them.
They
I'm
should,
sorry.
they should salute me for dealing with theirs.
Yo, Anger's about to write the littest R&B album.
They should kiss the ring for fucking putting up with theirs. What you talking about?
And what's that last Valkyrie? I can't stand that bitch.
Sigrun?
Seagrin. Yo, fuck Seagrin from God of War. That bitch is difficult to beat. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I quit, bro. I
Hey,
uninstalled that bitch.
That
Are
bitch
you
That's
guys
how I
gonna
for real. Fuck
cut
Seagrin.
anything up, or what's the game plan from here on out?
Oh, we gotta
What you
get
mean?
we gotta get them ready in the booth.
The Red Cup Room. Y'all, any of you guys up for freestyling?
Sure.
Or you can kick riddance as long as it sounds good.
Either or.
So we
as
can
long
have.
as it sounds good, right?
We can have.
What's the rules though? If it's freestyle, it's freestyle.
Hey, more, you know what it is, man.
This is like Rap City, the basement, man.
That's
It's
it.
like Rap City.
But we gonna have.
We're filling a void that's not there no more.
We gonna have Solo. You gonna play?
1, 2, 3. Put it on blast on the internet drive.
Yeah, we're not having.
You don't get your big, you know it's a drive.
Solo, you gonna play another set of music, or you just gonna find a beat to flip? Okay, DJ Handz Solo gonna go into a little block mix.
Okay.
We're gonna get the boys set up in the Red Cup Room, and then we're gonna let them freestyle for you. Watch City's in the building. This is Red Cup Radio on the Fundamentals. DJ Handz Solo in the mix.
Yeah.
so you feel that. Emotion so strong it comes from the inside, or we're losing our minds. There ain't no other way to do this. Do that deep la-di-da now. All you gotta do is stand on your balance and just walk that line.
Serious, the same as nothing. So what you speaking? Once gone, you'll find lost the cost of extinction. I only pause for breathing, caught in the Coliseum, betrayed by outlawed thoughts and the false that preach them. You throw stones and you stole homelands. You shove your own children away with both hands. You killing everything so one may live. Became unnatural, an animal that got too big. That's why I speak with authority and feed what was born in me. You catch me at the beach, better believe that it's Normandy. Black, white, brown, yellow, and red. It takes all 5 fingers or the whole hand is dead. You grab nada, you hold nothing. Become a product that's bought and sold, owned alone by Gold's cousin. Enough running out of room. Enough time, enough wick, enough you.
When music hits your soul, you feel that. Da-da-da-da-da now. Emotion so strong, it comes from the inside, or we're losing our minds. There ain't no other way to do this.
I'm having a nigga moment right now. Sucking on this Popeye biscuit.
Constant on influence, abused brainwaves, slaves spread across radio waves. Such a nuisance, we all rockin' the same set of eardrums. Whether it's rich, poor, middle class, or brought up in the slums, I'ma soak it in until my soul's numb and reach for the last crumb like I'm starving to begin. World spun, it spins, record on a pin. You just got the scratch begin. The chemistry of innocence begins. A vicious to iron. Stand back, your fix is made of iron. Government with big brothers and cameras straight spying. Harp, holographic image in my dome. This earth's filled with bones and straight Rome is crazy. I'ma lose my mind and maybe I'ma cruise through time and hate blatantly. Fuck the papacy, we banging on these beats with no latency. Uninspired chatter flow the globe and poke your soul with fire. I reach for class with a full glass, throw up the deuce and retire.
When music hits your soul, you feel that. Da-da-da-da-da now. Emotion so strong, it comes from the inside, or we're losing our minds. There ain't no other way to do this. Do that deep la-di-da now. All you gotta do is stand on your balance and just walk that line.
Hey yo, I can't really fully explain how this music makes me feel when it touches my brain. It's like the fingers
I get in my mind and expand my rhymes, expand the time. Instead of hear me channels, mine a mastermind. When it comes to writing, rapping, real flavor. So when we get up in your grill, you know you will savor. Cause this is what some real MCs taste like. Enjoy us in the morning, afternoon, or the night. Stay tight, cause it really ain't a thing, man. These gay lanes spit the same thing, cause they plain James. Maintain, that's all a nigga can do. Until we make it to the top, I'ma leave these niggas black and blue. After you decide to finally master rapping, dude, I still be blasting bastard fools and acting rude with attitude. My longitude and latitude, manage damage, average crews, and I move in silence like a bad boy is asked to do.
When music hits your soul, you feel it. Da 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 da. Emotion so strong, it comes from the inside. Or we are losing our minds. There ain't no other way to see this. All you gotta do is stand on your balance and just walk that line.
One question, if it ain't progress, what you in it for? Every song you fantasize about stacks on an insecure. Feeling uninspired and tired of the whack shit. Just set fire to every last bit you lies are crafted. From the radio to venues, nothing urges me to persevere. There's nothing worse to hear, it seems to get worse each year. It's distaste for mixtapes to get laced with ingrates. Pioneers disgrace, my heart drops in my ribcage. If there's nothing behind your work, there's a problem with that. Cause there's no fucking proof you're at the top of the class. Lose the excuses, this ain't the new modern for rap. And if hip-hop circuit board is not solder it back, I'm so staggered by the lack of passion, I can't let it affect me. My love for this music is captured through each bar, never empty. I find my pros for this dying art and apply my soul, and put my hand out to keep it steady, even if it grinds to the bone.
When music hits your soul, you feel it. Da 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 da. Emotion so strong, it comes from the inside. Or we are losing our minds. There ain't no other way to do this.
Especially what I'm going through right now in my life. So I get faded, you better believe it. Sometimes I think I really think I lose my mind. Am I gonna make it if I succeeded? Is it possible that this is all in my mind? Sometimes I hate it, it's so deceiving. All I ever do is write what stays in my mind.
Different year, same old, stay away from lame-os. I'm trying to make $1 million out of 37 pesos. Record deal, pending on what the budget's spending on. Dreaming I was sitting on, where'd I do the bidding wrong? Laid off, out of work, unemployment, pay is dirt. Little Missy plays with hearts, all the while she never hurts. Grown man sprouted out, why don't he work college out? Nice whip you're riding in, but still in your grandmother's house. Baby mama loves the club, left the only kiss she loved. Now she loves to rub and touch, X must be a hella drug. Should I be a normal cat? Karma loves to pay you back. I never was a mama's boy, still I know where mama's at. Pissed off, still I smile, write my thoughts to calm me down. Lord, I don't need royal crown, that's when shit starts going down. I'm just trying to ease the pain, Jackie wants to freeze her brain. I am not a counselor, there's still some things I can't explain.
I won't take it, cause I don't need it. Especially what I'm going through right now in my life. So I get faded, you better believe it. Sometimes I think I'm really freaking losing my mind. Am I gonna make it if I succeeded? Is it possible that this is all in my mind? Sometimes I hate it, it's so deceiving. All I ever do is write what stays in my mind.
All alone in this world, straight and narrow, getting curls, searching for some kind of love and find it all in different girls. Sipping on that gold bottle, sorrow drowns the whole bottle. Hide behind the smiles as I try to be a role model. Family circles going around, arguing and showing frowns. Things fall apart, now they say I need to hold it down. New to this job, but I feel I have the longest tenure. Even when I'm feeling weak, I have to be the strongest. But had a choice, did I choose it? Hold it steady, can't lose it. Escape this madness and live my dreams through my music. You think this shit's sweet, cause I spit, he think again. Cause this hole I'm sinking in has got me battling up a shit's creek. Through it all, I do it all, like there's nothing new at all. Lived so many days where I wanna say just screw it all. Patience growing thin, mic is soundproof, I'm going in. Not claustrophobic, but I feel the walls closing in.
I won't take it, cause I don't need it. Especially what I'm going through right now in my life. So I get faded, you better believe it. Sometimes I think I'm really freaking losing my mind. Am I gonna make it if I succeeded? Is it possible that this is all in my mind? Sometimes I hate it, it's so deceiving. All I ever do is write what stays in my mind.
Back to feeling distant now, almost feel like giving in. Darkness creeping in my soul, here I go with this again. Hell no, I don't wanna talk, plus you wouldn't understand. Top of that, I don't think that you got the attention span. I am so misunderstood, white boy from the hood. Wasn't good, wasn't fun, I got beef with everyone. My trust issues got me by myself, loading up a gun. Paranoid but smart enough to know the drama's never done. Not just one, a little piece, but it seems it don't exist. Cause every time I turn around, all I see is phoniness. My enemies, they know the biz. Caught me slipping last week, 3 a.m. pumping gas. Got about that van deep. I reached up on the dash seat. I flashed the heat, they kept it moving. Right after I told them they take another step, I'm shooting. I ain't stupid, I ain't blind. I've been here a million times. Either me or them. You think it's me, then you done lost your mind. Lost your mind.
The world's coming to an end, so I guess our days are numbered then. All my thoughts are rummaging. Now I'm wondering, should I guzzle down rum and gin? Quite frankly, are we going or we coming there? Painfully blatant, my patience are running thin. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 15. Hanging by a thread, trying to be pristine. But there's something that I'm missing ever since sophomore year when I was 16. My mind was shifting and drifting where y'all call success. I'm trying to figure this thing. By this spring envisioning big things. If I go all out, what am I really risking? Time to make the donuts like Krispy Kreme. Meanwhile, I gotta keep my piss clean.
I won't take it, cause I don't need it. Especially what I'm going through right now in my life. So I get faded, you better believe it. Sometimes I think I'm really freaking losing my mind. Am I gonna make it? If I succeeded, is it possible that this is all in my mind? Sometimes I hate it, it's so deceiving. All I ever do is write what stays in my mind.
This is Red Cup Radio. You rocking with DJ Handz Solo. We got Watch City in the building.
Called How Did That Work Out? Produced by Knife
We're gonna hit this Red Cup room in a minute.
And if you wonder what the sample is saying, it's going, how'd that work out?
How did it work out?
Well, it was fine when I started. I left Chi-Town in 99, I departed for ATL. The dirty South was the way to go, cause my best friend had a show on the radio. Thinking maybe though he would play my song. Driving to Atlanta is where it all went wrong. I was young and dumb, trying to be too fly. Soon as I hit Georgia, called a DUI.
How did it work out?
Well, God's good, I prevailed. Cause Luda came to bail a nigga out of jail. See, back then, he was Chris Lover, doing future flavors. Him and Poon was like brothers. And that's how I met my first roommate, Lala. She was 19, tired of staying with her mama. Dope, cause we both need a place to stay. But when she got the job in LA, she moved away.
How did it work out?
I wasn't really too pissed, cause it just meant I had to move back in with Chris.
Shout out to number 2's brother, 4 Eyes.
Working on his album, and Sean Dre put the Bangladesh on the volume. With Lil Fate and I-20's how I met Titty. James Bennett went to the same school as Willie, and I was getting righteous with mic devices, driving on a suspended license. Damn.
How did it work out?
I got locked up again. I got out of jail and moved to the West End. That's when the bell let me crash on the couch, and I dropped uncut rocks, smashing the South. I started winning battles in the ciphers at the show, so we put the beatbox on incognito. It wasn't really a song, but I ain't give a damn, especially when my nigga just signed with Def Jam. Shit, I got a big ass check. I quit my job at the mall thinking I'm all set. I picked a dude that let me record the album in his closet and started my own label called Solar Sausage Productions, a place where I could be me instead of fighting for FaceTime and DTP. Crowding Chris and jockeying for space around him. I was on 2 songs on his second album.
How did it work out?
Now here's where it gets weird, cause for the song and the feature that I appeared, I was under the impression that I was part of a crew. That's until it's video shoot, cause Chris called me up and said, come get in the video. I go hop in and Shaka took me out the video. Damn Shaka, I thought that it was all gravy, but it started wilding out and talking crazy for no reason.
How did it work out?
Here's where keeping it real goes wrong. I went to JL's crib and made a song called Ebony Sun. And it was funny, cause I sampled the Shaka Zulu movie, when Shaka smacked his mother in the face and said, there can be no future without Shaka. And then I gave that song to Shaka. Fucked up, even though Chris was my best friend, I never rapped on another Luda album again.
How did it work out?
I moved on to other things and did a song called Ooh, I Know You Like Wings. Khalil Gibran knew Tech Money, so we the firemen. When Tech hosted a party, us performing of requirement. Doing shows, and before we even had a CD, Smoke With Me video was coming on BET. But the uncut kings of late night can't take flight, pumping the brake light. Right?
You didn't know.
After that, I started grinding to build with whoever I could to keep shining. The RZA, No ID, Divine, and Akon, they all showed me love but didn't put me on. Around the time Chris let me stay at one of his houses, DJ Scorpio, he had all of the outlets. And after Mike Streets took me on the road with Shauna, me and Big Al start having drama.
You didn't know.
We was cool, we was tight, until he decided to side with Ferrari Mike. Benuelos, the bogus investor who was a fluke, cause he was just spending up all his wife's loot from our first marriage to some dude from Pepsi. But we balled so hard we coulda got an SV. From Miami to Super Bowl, the All-Star in Vegas, we got more investors, checks and papers. Ferrari Mike did the trick. In the country club in the South, he hit a nice lick. He lied to him about getting me a record deal, and they cut him a check for 3/4 of a meal. He sold him a dream, and it wasn't his to sell. Plus we end up treating Scorpio bogus as hell. Amazing how even rich white people are niggas, but at least we put up a lot of stickers.
You didn't know. Solo.
We must have really lit a fuse, cause they had me on Atlanta Channel 2 Action News as the most prolific graffiti vandal in ATL. 4 eyes, bitch, can't you tell how hard I be hustling? My grind don't stop. Call me Edgewood 4 when I'm at the pizza shop, cause I'm bringing hip hop to the top. Number 2 said, when does Awesomania drop? Well, here it go.
In case you didn't know, Solo got beats.
So we about to hit the red club room. Quad City's in the building. We gotta do a mic check in here. Are you ready to check this one? Yo. Go ahead, more you tell me, man.
Check. I mean, it sounds like it's coming through to me.
Sounds like it's all right.
How's it sound in the Facebook world?
Did you, how's it sound out there? Let us know. Can you hear it clear? More, speak to the people. We're gonna figure out a beat. Solo, what you got planned for him today?
In case you didn't know, Solo got beats.
I don't know, Joey. We have to figure this out right now. So, we don't want to play licensed music while we figure this out because it'll stop us.
That's right. Once again, we have to go local. I gotta get my phone.
Might have to do something just totally crazy.
This is the first time a DJ came in here with you, Solo, and he was magnetized to the goddamn table.
I thought that was a mic booth, but that's
the good old days. I didn't work there, but I went there a whole lot. Ate a lot of Swedish fish. So this is how it works, fellas. This is cypher style. This is you can spit a free if you got written that goes with the beat. Y'all entertainers, you know what the fuck it is. Solo, what kind of beat we flipping today, man? Watch City about to set it off. Tune in, turn up your volume.
Yeah. Oh, I see the chicken coming in on the side. We got the bar here. Yo, Angus just walked in, scooped up the chicken. Woo. I wish I could get that shit, but I'm just wishing I do this shit different. I'm hearing the beat, and I rep Watch City, repping the streets where I'm from. Yeah, I'm on Indian Drive, and I'm just repping the song on my album called Alive. Shop local, you could get it on my website. Yeah, I hope what I just came off said right. I mean, was said right, and now I'm just flowing. I just say all the shit that I'm really knowing. If I don't say it. Like an AK, I'm spraying from do or die. You should just try to keep up. I'm going like I was a sink. I haven't had much to drink, so I can still think. Cause I'm kinda sober, but puffing on the clover and hitting on the vape pen. You could just say when, and I could get off the mic. I could do this shit all night. If I wanted to, I could start and stop on the dime. I do this shit, I rhyme off of the tongue. I've been doing this here since I was real fucking young, like 15 or 14. Yeah, shortly, sleep is about to rock it. I'm in the cockpit, flying. You know that this shit is so easy. Yeah, talk to him, bro.
That was more Watch City. Up next, Sleepless in the building.
Everybody knows we gotta come through with the illest flows off the dome. It's never ever written. I give it to you high, gotta give it to you present. Whenever I'm on in this current, straight burning, letting them know, gotta keep the steering wheel turning. Motherfuckers is merging, they ain't switching lanes. What are they talking about? All they all is just lanes. I'm off the brain, show 'em everything. My thought process is moving like a train. I suppose I'm giving to you every time that is ice cold, like the polar vortex. They don't wanna check. I gotta let them all know we do it for respect. Gotta go collect, go after the motherfucking moolah what you catch, what we have to, and tell the dogs fetch. Goodness, I guess I suppose it was a stretch, but I don't have to act like I had to be next. I give it to them how we gotta give it raw. Everybody know what it is, it's Sleepy Shaw, NY City, Roy Cup, freaking radio. I give it to who's next to flow. Whenever we gotta give it to you, it's unforgettable. Make sure whenever you do write it, it's very legible.
Hey, Sleepless Watch City.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a special because I'm little lit. Running back real quick. Play. Memories I had to hid away. Temporary thoughts are dying, but yet I lie awake. Promises broken so often that complexity stay, keeping me awake as I wait until my time stops. Memories so vivid that even I'm shocked. What really lies inside of your mind's box? I've never been here before, let's let our minds watch. My thoughts are dramas with dark comedy, picking at me constantly, wishing no one was watching me. I'm a deep thinker, so much it fucking bothers me. Suppose I am the fucking problem, possibly, probably. Felt low, been heartbroken, that's just how life works. Been defied, been criticized, learned I should strike first. The only thing I ain't realized, when it's fight first with me, a pen and a pad, that shit is light work. If I'm honest, my thoughts are demons, just yelling and screaming, attempting to get a reason for me to believe them. Don't like where my head's at, just numb, squeamish. If the shit's the word vomit, then the alcohol succeeded. Can't flourish and triumph without support. That's like trying to catch a wave without a board. That's like trying to cut a steak without a fork. Shit, that's saying you can't really afford, but you can't explore. If you look into my eyes, you can see that I'm timid. You look into my eyes, you can see that I'm different. You look into my... You can see it, I mean it. A battered man, bruised, lost, hopeless and defeated. Awaiting my curtain call and that final mic drop. Awaiting to meet the reaper until my heart stops. Awaiting that house curtain to dock on the bay. Reading the looks on the faces of those that played me. Went from 0 to 100 quick. What trends of life right out of you? A succubus. What's Dave? Shit. What's Carrie covered in plague's blood? A bucket list. See? I'm something you couldn't fathom. Point him out of manner, I'll turn him into a phantom. I swear I got a hit list for all of you bitches. Now watch me kill this shit, being persistent and charisma this day.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Andrew.
So like, wow. This mic is really low. Hey yo, Jason, the chicken was delicious. I felt like I was too suspicious. You didn't have to move the mic, I could make do. It's okay, yo, quit, man, I'm trying to do it. Okay, every time I come around they hear the music, they like everything is really dope. Did he really do it? Yes, I did. I engineered and produced it. Every time I walk through, they like, it's the music, the really dope shit, the one they wanna cool with, the one they wanna chill with. You know they got the new bitch. They like, she's on the right side, right in the passenger. I feel like everything I do is automatic, bruh. It's off the top and I feel like it's coming from my cornea. I see it, he got the black shoes. Everything is more of the dopest shit I could get off the top of my brain. This is really dope spit and I feel like I should be the Mexican slur. If I said it, I'd be wrong, so let's just move on. Shout out to her for winning the Grammy at the Grammys. I feel like the Grammy Family by Kanye West was my favorite song in the 7th grade. I'm taking you back, I'm showing you what's in my brain. I'm showing you things, I'm showing you green jade. That was the one place on the west side, y'all know about it. You know the Chinese restaurant, you used to eat it. It was the flyest shit. I used to get the orange chicken. God damn, it was finger licking. It had me feeling like I was one of the bricks. You know the brickheads, the break dancers and shit. I was out there doing my damn thing for sure. They said, hey, do you want more? Like the Roots.
Y'all want to start,
shit,
y'all tell
you can
us.
have it. I get back up on the mic, this shit's a bad habit or a good one. You know I'm real good, maybe great, and I do this shit, it wasn't just fate. I've been working, got it twerking on the pole. I do it from the soul, do it from the heart. I've been doing this from the start and I can end it or finish. My skills won't diminish, I keep getting stronger. I hit the bong and I could go longer. I just keep flowing, I keep on going. It's coming out of the fucking, he said cornea, but I mean brain, and I don't know what else to say. I meant to switch it up, but I'm just just do it quick as fucking. I hear people talking on the side, but it's okay, it don't stop the rhymes. And I just do the shit and make them press rewind on the live stream. Yeah, you know the live feed that you're watching. You know, I'll get up on this mic and I just keep talking in a rhythm. They run on them, they say wanna get them, but they can't. I just get on the stage and give a rant, or on the floor in the basement. I just go and say shit. Yeah, I get on fucking mics, give rappers faceless. They like, goddamn, how the fuck you just do it? I get up on the flow and you know that I keep it fluid. And we got the Mob Deep track, and you know it keeps going. I just keep on doing it, you already knowing. If you didn't already, I can keep it going steady. Yeah, you know I kill the fucking beat like I was Freddy. I could kill it in my sleep, and I do this Mob Deep shit real fucking deep from the heart. Yeah, you know I could do it from the start, like I said before. And like Angry said when he introduced me, it's more. That's the M to the O to the O-R-E. If you try to fuck with me, you gon' be sorry. When I walk through the door, yeah, you know I keep it moving. And you know I get on tracks and I just keep on grooving to the flow. And I catch it when I hit it on the snare. Yo, Sleepless, I could do this shit all year. So if you wanna step up and take the mic, that'd be cool. I get on mics and make other rappers look like fools. If you don't do it, we can take you to school. It's Watch City, we the crew, go show them what we do.
Hey.
Gotta stick like glue. I suppose there was something wasn't new. Whenever we had to just kick it from the shoes, straight from the bottom of your soul, you can feel it in your tank. Every time we off of it, trying to walk up to the bank and get more things, stay sharper than the shank. Coming out the prison, I'm just giving you bars whenever you just got to listen. Every time I bring it out my mind, it's a mission. Maybe I should give it to you whenever I submit it, but never will be submitting. But for myself, what do you mean? Are you kidding? These cats acting like they really about it, but they bitten. So many bars, I don't mess with them at all. We got kicking it raw. Got J Noman here, yeah, we going so hard. And let them all know what it is every time we at large. It's like we running from the motherfucking cops. Give it to them every time that we running through the stops. I don't even gotta act like I'm running from the ops. I ain't worried about them, I do not know about them. Whenever we out here shouting, please don't doubt it. We climbing up the mountain, climbing up the ladder. Now does it even matter? Made a matter and give it to you every time the data. Type it up like it's really just an accessory. I give it to them whenever we on it and show them history. On Red Cup Radio, it's how we killing things. I don't even gotta act like I'm killing themes. Songs whenever you're on it, going on. Never let them know what it is, baby. More than marathons, more than a damn 5K run. You can go and stretch off whenever we on it. We get the flow, keep it from the soul, kick it from the heart, kick it from the mouthpiece. I give it to you, tear them all apart. I suppose this was something that we had to kick off to the stars. We staying in charge and staying off. Oh, who wanna take it, dog? Who wanna take it, dog? We never stop. Oh my goodness, I gotta keep on dropping the best shit. Whenever we out here, I gotta go and show them what it is, the message. Now where's Taz on the cuts and DJ Handz Solo fucking it up? Whenever we on it, man, we ain't in a rush. It's like the flow combusts and just fast. I give it to him, Dave. Next, go in there.
Yo, 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 yo. Let's get it. Hey, 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 hey. You give them all the hard beats, but you give me this. No merit, no faith, half edge, whole team, doggy dog world in the midst of a cascade. No merit, no pride, hashtag, no rhyme, no number 69 emoji, 100 sign image. Couple of them dealt with them 100 times. Approach them and they all JK like Jamiroquai. That'll stir up a virtual insanity. Yeah, if I let the damage within them, just feeling the vanity. And you trying to be authentic, you try to shake hands like you arthritic. Son, you pathetic, as bitch made it's arthritics. Hey yo, top of the noggin, you can't stop him. Kid gon' get in, but you drop him. Dave ain't eating, you know you got him. This what it is, you know the problem. Shout out to the man with the Bears and the Bulls hoodie. Everybody know that we so goody. Shout out to Moore and Sleep. Angry screws me up. Angry, they was talking shit. They was talking shit. They was talking shit.
Angry's back here fucking people up. DJ Handz Solo. Watch City done rock the Red Cup room. What are we gonna do? We gonna close it out with the tracks, or what you gonna do, Solo?
I guess we'll get back in. I'll close it out with some, the throwbacks like we do of some Chicago's, talented artists out here.
So we're gonna go back to the throwbacks. This is Red Cup Radio. You now rocking with DJ Handz Solo. We got special guest Watch City. Just fucked up the Red Cup room. We're on every other Wednesday on the Fundamentals Networking page. DJ Handz Solo. Let's take them back.
When I say watch, y'all say city. Type it in the comments, city.
If money is the topic, then I'm tuning in. If money is the topic and you're not tuning in, what you doing then? Cause all I do is scheming, plotting how to count the cash while the sand keeps on falling.
Shout out Maintain.
I ain't got
Shout
time
out
to play.
Rexana.
And just cause I rap doesn't mean
LG
that
shit.
I just sit and write rhymes all day. I'm on the grind steady. And so I go to sleep and wake up every day with money on my mind heavy. This is planet over bills keep on coming in. So if you're broke, I suggest you start hustling. It works for me and I bet it work for you too. Just put your blinders on and go in the zone and do you. And use the time wise as time flies by. When it's gone for good. Kiss it bye bye. So get it while the getting's good and try not to slack. And don't be afraid to go and make that money stack. This is for the hustlers, the real grinders.
Shout out to everybody watching Red Cup Radio. Hey, we do still do the shit the radio don't do.
Make sure you got a plan. Okay.
You want to send your music in?
The flashy flip.
thefundamentals@gmail.com. Do not send a fucking YouTube link. Do not send a fucking SoundCloud link.
Stay true. Hello.
MP3 format.
I don't know how, bro. How do you do it?
I'll tell you shit like
And we wouldn't be so hostile about it if we didn't tell you so.
Okay, please explain.
You want your music played, make it easy for us so we can play your
Money's very
music.
important. This is a no-brainer. Plus, I'll
The
bet
format
everything I
that the
got
station wants it in is the right format.
They're so ignorant and always hating on the neck.
Hey y'all, in case you didn't notice, we are actually on turntables playing your music, cutting it up and so forth.
Bring the money home.
Not just on the computer push and play like a fucking iPod.
Sing with hustlers and make that
DJ Handz Solo on the ones and twos.
But I put an end to that. Now I'm on it 24/7. I don't never slack. This is for the hustlers.
And Kaz on the threes.
The 9-to-5ers and all the providers. You gotta survive, so get it while you can. And make sure you got a plan. Okay, and this is for the money getters. The flashy flamboyant type and the penny pinchers. Busy handling business. Make that money, never let it make you. And always keep it real with yourself and stay true.
My mentality is money orientated. I'm a hustler. Time is money, so I stay late. Operation getting money, that's what I do. Maintain. Money, money.
DNA Productions. Noah. The thought of never being heard with ever pain. I like the summer, but I also like my weather brain. No misconceptions on the mic when I start to spit. Just so you know, I like to put all of my heart in it. Whoever started it, the beat'll make me choose my route. Cause being a dope MC is what I am about. Other people wanna win about with the Guinness style. Drive to a place of loneliness and push the sinners out. This is the music that'll make you feel like a better person. Forget the evils and what it is, they stay conversing. They claiming that they hip-hop, this a better version. Like moving from a little Honda to a new excursion. And whatever's worth it, when you're planning for your life, you gotta execute it perfect. And you know exactly what it is I'm saying. We make this music for our lives and ain't got no time for playing. I've been doing this music for like a long time. I never once did I think I spit up a wrong rhyme. And it's all fine, cause it's all mine. Doing what I can to keep you from a chalk line. I've been doing this music for like a long time. I never once did I think I spit up a wrong rhyme. And it's all fine, cause it's all mine. Doing what I can to keep you from the chalk line. This is something more than ordinary. And the pen that I'm holding is sorta like a sword I carry. And we don't make jokes. Dudes are cowards cause the bottom of their bellies stay yellow like egg yolk. And it's only family that matters. And the ones that turn their back on my ass, they just bastards. This is more than being a visionary. Especially if you got a couple of kids you need to carry. You need to think of them in another sense. You want your son to be a baller, or you want him to be his mother's prince.
principal teacher. You're not religious, man, but you gotta play the preacher. It's like the game calling you, but it just can't reach you. We in this game so we can say we changed lives. How's it possible for people to say they hate minds? I've been doing this music for like a long time. Never once did I think I spit up a wrong rhyme. And it's all fine, cause it's all mine. Doing what I can to keep you from a chalk line. I've been doing this music for like a long time. Never once did I think I spit up a wrong rhyme. And it's all fine, cause it's all mine. Doing what I can to keep you from the chalk line.
Some host, not self-aware, so lost inside emotions when he gets